son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5. Bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game, going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel. Bang them out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet. The average Joe's far too slow for the ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfuck the thing. I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke's cooking, beans is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid. Caught up in the ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas flip to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the flow in the half. Remy in the glass, off the boom, then I blast. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player pay. I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like this, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I'm hit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down for mine. I get down for this. I get down I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't some place you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. With this a DOA as I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AK. You in the days, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy Gun. The karma's a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting back while these clowns be zigzagging. Once you talk about putting keys, come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wigs and making dollars. Believe it, you see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all have forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage water and eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics and sticking the brains like barnacles. Never sleep. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics sound like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Cake Death, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's podcast, Gangsta Talk. We are the Ebony Star Network, sponsored by our very own E-Nation. Before we get started tonight, we're going to let a few people come on in. Just want to say shout out to a few people in the chat. Sam Burton, Belmore 76, and T, what's going on? Dame Frankie, my co-host. Yeah, you know, we want to clear the air again. Apparently, the first one, somebody got some things misconstrued, and we're going to clear the air again tonight to make sure people understand who we are and what we are about over here at the E-Nation and the Ebony Star Network. So, like I said, before we get started, I'm going to give like a minute or two for a few more people to come in, and then I'll get underway. Want to say hello to my co-host, Dame. How are you?
I'm good. You
good? Mm-hmm. You got your seatbelt on?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Did you purchase your your HV SMC yet?
No, I'm still shopping.
Okay, all right. Hassan Burton. What's going on, my brother? All right, I'm gonna get about one more minute, then I'm going to get started regardless. Did Abby show up? Where's Abby at? Did she fall asleep?
I think so.
You probably still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, everybody. Let me go on and get started. All right. Tonight's podcast, we are going to clear the air part 2. Let us clear the air part 2. All right. Apparently, some people got the wrong idea about us and what we're about over here. Now, of course, we fire back at the sissy bims. We fire on the Mantis queers, the red pill guys, and the Hebrew Mizraelites and the conscious community, because they're bums and they're derelicts and they're irresponsible men that spew hatred towards our black women. All right. And so we fire back at them. And I think some people are misunderstanding that. Some people are misunderstanding what that's about. They seem to think that it's us launching a war on black men, like we hate black men. So let me clear the air about that. The E Nation and the Ebony Star Network, we do not promote hatred of any kind towards black men or black women. And I'm hoping that the people who are coming here who have these agendas understand what we are saying. We do not promote hatred for black men. Just because you see us going after these red pillars and these Mantis queers, stuff like that, that's something completely different. We do not promote hatred for black men, and we will not tolerate hatred. But this is not a man-bashing channel. This is not a channel where you feminists can come over here and get comfortable spewing pure hatred towards black men. That's not what we're about. We are about positive relations between black men and black women. Dame, go on mute, please.
Okay.
Sorry about that. We are about positive relations between black men and black women. We are trying to recreate the bond, a bond of black love between black men and black women. We're not trying to turn black men and black women against each other. We're trying to bring them together. This is why we encourage good brothers to come up in here, kick it with the ladies, brothers who are of the same mindset. If we allow people to come up here and spew hatred towards black men, then that runs the good brothers away. We sound like hypocrites. Okay? We are not hypocrites here at the E Nation or the Ebony Star Network. Again, we promote positive relations between black men and black women. We do not spew hatred towards black men. This is not a man-bashing channel. And it's definitely not a woman bashing. We don't allow any disrespect to our black women, and we're not going to allow the disrespect towards the black men either. Okay? Yes, this is a safe haven and environment for black women, but some people have taken advantage of that, and they come up here with their own agenda, spewing hatred. And we don't want you guys to get the wrong message. This is why we're clearing the air. We do not support feminism. We do not support those who hate black men. And we will no longer allow that to go on this platform. So if you were thinking that you were going to come up here and spew that hatred, think again. We won't allow it. That's not what we're about. If you aren't interested in black love, and you're not interested in positive relations between black men and black women, then maybe you should go to another channel. We will not sit up here and allow you to spew your own personal hatred towards black men or black women. So we want to clear the air on that. And again, we promote positive relations between black men and black women. We do not spew hatred towards either. We will not tolerate hatred towards black women, and we will not tolerate hatred towards black men. So we wanted to get hey, what's going on? Now, some of you probably wondering, well, what brought all of this on? Well, the last couple of shows, a few people have come up here with some negative agendas, and some of the things that they said can be misconstrued, or well, I wouldn't say misconstrued, but can be interpreted as hatred, pure hatred towards black men. And some of the brothers, the good brothers who are in this channel, have a problem with that, and they should. You know, I love black women, y'all know that, but sometimes there are some women out there with agendas, like feminists, who are going to take advantage of that because this is a haven for black women, and they think that they can come up here and spew their hatred. Well, that's not what this is about. Okay? All right. I understand some of y'all are mad or whatever. We don't have a problem with you venting, and we don't have a problem with you having a conversation with each other. And you can have a difference of opinion. We welcome different opinions. We don't mind being challenged ourselves. You know, we've given plenty of trolls chances to come up on the panel and say what they have to say. We only block them when they become outrageous and ridiculous. But if you got something you want to say, if you have an opposing view, and you don't like what we're doing, and you want to come up here and say something about it, hey, be my guest. We don't have a problem with that. We don't have a problem standing on our square. But, you know, it's sad that when you come to a channel and you see that we are trying to work together, black people have very little to be happy about. We're trying to make this space something that black people can be happy about, can work with, can grow with. We want all y'all to grow with us together. Yes, we know it's just social media, but things have to start somewhere. Okay, so what I don't like is the selfish people who can't deal with their own pain. And they want others to feel their pain, and they want others to be angry along with them. And they have no respect for this platform. They just see it as an opportunity to come up here and spew their own personal garbage. You know, now we've been nice about the matter up to this point, but we will not continue to be nice. If it happens again, you know, it's going to be an issue, because we don't want to restrict nobody from coming up here. If we have our sisters out there who are hurting and they want to come and get a reprieve and they want to talk about things, we welcome that. You got brothers that want to come up here for a reprieve and talk, we welcome that. Like, you know, like Rozzy. Rozzy's fed up with a lot of stuff. He hates the fact that there are black men out here talking crazy about black women. So, you know, he comes up on the panel, hangs out with us, you know, speaks his piece. And we encourage y'all to come up here and talk about things, because we have to start healing. You know, we have to start repairing the damage. But we're defeating our own purpose if we allow people to come up here and spew pure hatred for one sex or the other. We won't let black men come in here and disrespect black women and fight with black women and pick fights with black women, so we won't allow it in the opposite direction either, because that's not what we're about. That makes us look like hypocrites. And then and then one more thing is that we're trying to attract good brothers, good black men in here who have the same mindset, so the black women can have some decent brothers to talk to, so that they can see that there are good brothers out here, okay, who got their heads screwed on straight. We're trying to attract more of these brothers. They won't come here if they hear man spewing hatred. If they hear people spewing hatred for black men, that'll run them away. And it's unfortunate that some people are extremely selfish, and they care about nothing but themselves, and they don't respect others. They don't respect this platform, because if you can come up here in this environment that is open to you in a positive way, and all you care about is yourself. You don't care about who you heard here. You don't care about how you sound, and you don't care about what you do to this platform with your low-key disrespect. That's problematic. And we're not going to continue to let it happen. We try to stay away from confrontations over here because we don't want this to be a shit channel to where people come and all you hear is garbage, people fighting back and forth, whatever. No, we strive to be better than that. But unfortunately, there's some people who are coming in here with a different agenda. And they don't care, even though this is a platform that's positive towards black men and black women, they don't care anything about that. Meaning that they don't care about you in the chat. They don't care about me. They don't care about Dame or Belmore or anybody up here, Hassan Burton, Emmanuel Briggs, who are trying to help us grow this platform, right, and establish the right mentality. They don't care anything about that. They're so broken and so messed up and so one-track minded and have so much tunnel vision that all they care about is their own pain, and they want to get it out in the worst way and don't care about nobody's guidelines. They don't care about any repercussions. They don't care about what happens to this channel. Well, we do. We do care. We built this environment and we intend to grow this environment. And we are well prepared and more than willing to defend this environment if we have to. It's a shame that we have to defend it from our own people. But if that's what we need to do, that is what we will do. So in short, before we get on to another subject, let me run it down again and clearing the air. This is not, although this is a safe haven for black women, we encourage black women to come here and feel safe, rest in their femininity and just be ladies and have fun and talk and don't have to worry about being attacked, called out their name. We encourage these women to come here. And we also encourage the brothers who are of like mind, who are respectful, and who want to build positive relations with black women. We welcome them too. But unfortunately, there are those who have an agenda, a selfish agenda, and they see this as an opportunity to spew their own negative hatred. And so we don't want anyone to think in the least that this is a channel that bashes black men and this is a channel that hates black men. We are not that. We are absolutely the opposite. Just because we talk about sissy bims and manners queers and red pill guys and all that stuff, that's a totally different animal. And I think that some of these feminists who are coming up on this panel, they're getting the wrong idea. Okay? They're getting a wrong idea. We're being nice for the moment about it. That's why we're putting out this message. All right? And my co-host, as soon as she gets herself settled, she also has some things she want to say about it too. So, Dame.
Yes.
Okay,
All
when
right.
you're ready. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think. Okay. I make the assumption that everybody is on the same page as us. I'm going. Sissy Benz. Last night I trolls with Hebrew Israelite. I was countering at things, and I was intent on countering the Hebrew Israelite, and I wasn't paying close enough attention to what the other person was saying, what they were saying in the chat, and I missed some things, and I didn't use the tools that I have to cut that out. And I apologize to all of y'all. I'm working on that. I guess I want to thank the best of everybody. Oh, sorry, I stopped doing that. Yeah. So, okay, we are about promotion of healthy relationship between black men and women, whether it's friendship or more. I believe we're all on the same page that we're at our best if we whole, and there's groups that's is causing divisiveness in us, um, or the some or our angers over things that happened to us in the past, and trying to fuel that up, and we'll say some things we regret. Now I know there's good men out there. I see them all the time, and I also know they're derelicts, not good men, men who's not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're not right. I know the difference, but I gotta be careful, and I gotta listen to my people that's also trying to generalize. Just like I don't like it when stuff somebody else do that's not good is put on me, generalized on me. I know the brothers feel the exact same way. And this person is doing that, has done that. They let their anger blind them, and even though they see it, they get so angry they forget who's there. They forget the men that's in their corner, the men that's on their side. They just so angry and so intent on that person. Just like I was so intent on trolls, was not listening closely to what the person that was with me was saying. And I messed up. Yeah, and I want to apologize for the brothers that got offended because I wasn't on my job. And I was not paying attention to what you were saying, how it sounded, or what they were saying, how they sounded. Uh-huh. I also want to apologize to Auntie. You know, I'm sorry that what I said made you think I was mad at you for doing what you were supposed to be doing. You were doing what you're supposed to be doing. I just wanted to, I just wanted you to suspend the natural inclination because we wanted them to, say what they got to say. But once they cross the line, because they will, unfortunately, because they trolls, they'll cross the line. Then we smack them around. Then we have the game of smack a troll.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Then let me jump in on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So going forward, people, right? If we have trolls pop up, right? Give them a second to see if they got something real to say, because we don't mind people with opposing views. We don't want to get in the reputation that we blocking people because they have a different point of view. We welcome that. We don't have no problem defending our platform. We don't have no problem defending our stances. So if they have a difference of opinion or whatever, that's fine. We can deal with that. Only block them when they start getting crazy. They start calling black women bees and and stuff like that. The obvious stuff. Then get them on out of here. If they start praising Becky's, we don't allow that at all. We don't allow no praise of Becky's. That's praising Becky will get you banned in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They start praising Becky's or whatever. Oh man, they gone. Don't even give them a second look. All right. So if they're not doing something like that, or disrespecting black women and calling black women out their name or whatever, let them stay, because we don't. If they have a difference of opinion, we're going to try to get them on the panel, because we want to have dialogue back and forth. We want to be able to debunk these puny white supremacist talking points. Okay, so let them come in here with their talking points. We are more than capable of dealing with them. Okay, and like I said, we don't want to develop a reputation to where we don't allow people to speak their opposing views or their opposing opinion. Okay, we don't want people to feel that they're going to get blocked simply because they do not agree with us. Okay, we don't want to develop that reputation. Okay, so from now on, if the trolls coming in, just hang out, see what they got to say. Okay, if they're being respectful, let them hang out. All right. If they have an opposing view of something different, let them hang out. As long as it's not hatred and well, some people are just filled with hate. But as long as they're not getting out of hand with the disrespect and the Beckys or whatever, let them have their view. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. Yeah. And we also have to watch our own. We don't want to get into the realm of stuff that not only can get us flagged, but
Right,
be
right,
part of
right,
thought
right.
of as hate speech.
And that's another thing, people come up here and they don't have respect for the platform. They say certain things that are inappropriate that can get us flagged. Okay. We can't say the F word. We don't say the H word. Okay. We don't do those things. So don't come up here doing them. All right. Like I said, we're being nice at the moment, but we're not going to always be nice. All right. We are definitely capable of handling up, but we don't want to have to do that. We would rather remain nice. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. All right, Auntie. Then that was my bad. All I was seeing was a kick out. So I had to go back to see what they were saying, and I was catching the later stuff. And I
No,
was like,
and
oh.
hold on one second. No, and we're not blaming you for nothing, Ann. No, no, no,
Mhm.
no, 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 no. No, and this ain't about you. This is about something else that went on last night that we felt gave a really poor impression of what this channel is about. This ain't got nothing to do with you. We know y'all are doing what you got to do. Okay, so nah, yeah, this ain't about you at all. We ain't blaming you about about nothing. So continue to do what you're doing, sweetheart.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
just apologizing because you thought I was mad at you. I saw that you thought I was mad at you, and I was like, no, I'm not mad at you. And I just wanted to apologize that
Actually, Auntie, we thank you for stepping in last night and curving some of that man hate talk.
Mhm.
So we appreciate your efforts and recognizing that and saying something about it. You and Marsha M. Shout out to Marsha M. I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
Yeah, and yeah. So that's why I didn't want you to feel that I was mad at you or that that I didn't appreciate you. Because you are a girl. All right.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Or your family, and sometimes your family's feeling like they're not being appreciated. You got to let them know you
Right.
appreciate.
Hold on one second. And to the
Mm-hmm.
ladies in the chat, right? The
Mm-hmm.
ladies who support the E Nation, like Auntie, Pretty Black Magic Woman, Nikki, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Understand in Belmont, understand, right? Because of the kind of environment that we've built here, it's a haven to where Black women are protected. It's going to also attract some really hardcore feminists. Okay. And so be mindful of that. All right. This kind of environment also appeals to them too, because they think that they can use this environment to push their negative agenda. You know, don't let it happen. Don't let them try to destroy your environment and the environment that all of us are working hard to build here on social media. Go ahead,
Mm-hmm.
Dan.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Feminist women, we don't have a problem with you, but
No,
you
no, no, no,
can't
no, no,
go
no,
into
no, no, no,
but.
no, 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 no. We do have a problem with you.
Oh.
We do have a problem with you. If you're coming in here and you're upsetting the apple cart and
Mm-hmm.
you're spewing man hatred, we do have a problem with you.
Yes, we definitely have a
Now,
problem with you.
now, we don't have a problem if you, a lot of sisters are angry, and we understand that. We don't mind you coming in here venting and stuff, but you have to keep it in perspective. You have to respect the environment that you're in and the other people in here. Okay, you don't come in here on some selfish thing and trying to ruin it for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
or trying to change the narrative in here
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have no respect for men. That's something that we're not going to tolerate. Okay? We're not going to tolerate that. Now, Briggs, you're cool, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And ladies, don't let that happen. Don't let them try to destroy your salubrious environment because they don't mean any of us any good. They just want to spew hatred. Okay? And so when you hear that kind of stuff or whatever, step to them and let them know, hey, listen, that's not what we do here. We promote positive relations between black men and black women here. We don't hate black men here. Now we hate sissy bims and manners queers and red pillars, but we don't hate black men. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So let them know that that's not what this environment is all about. This environment is not about man bashing and it's not about hating black men.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's not what we do here. Go ahead, Dane.
Yes, and I'm concerned that the extremists among them are turning into a reverse manosphere.
Right. Yeah. It's kind of like a reverse side of the manosphere because you know how we do here. We don't allow men to come in here and argue and pick fights for women. But because this environment protects black women, some of these really angry, extreme feminists feel that they can come up here and do the same thing to men that the men were doing to the women. We're not tolerating any of it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to let the men do it to the women, and we're not going to let the women do it to the men. Okay? We're going to keep it fair. We're not hypocrites here. And because you have your own personal pain that you can't deal with, you're not going to make us look like hypocrites. Again, we're going to protect this environment. We are about positive relations between black men and black women. We are not about hatred for either side. Go ahead, Dane.
Yes, we are united. We for both. The Max and the men help create this environment, this lubrous environment, and we want to maintain it. Peace. We have interesting discussion in the chat, in the panel. We have conversation. We love on each other. We see about each other when we don't see each other for a while. Shoot, I looked through here just now. Everybody's saying hi. How they doing? What's been going on? There was a little talk about insomnia, and everybody's trying to help each other what they did for insomnia. I like that. This is the way it's supposed to be. We're supposed to help each other. We're a family. We are people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, we the only one. I like to think of we the start of others, and we spread out. But in the meantime, there's opposing sides that wants us to fail, that wants us to tear it apart, or they want to use it for their own purposes. And
Right,
mhm. We're not about to let them do neither one.
right. Like I said, we're done being nice. We don't want to have to do something else, but we would we would rather remain nice.
Okay, Max, you're gonna have to repeat that. You bored out.
But apparently some people don't understand that. They don't they, they don't respect nice.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear me tell him that he's bored.
Okay, so
Wait till he stops completely.
if something things if things get a little volatile over the next
Max, you're gonna repeat. You're gonna have to repeat everything because you're Borgin
few
bad time.
podcasts because certain situ certain people
Okay,
you'll
y'all. Max is on the road.
know why.
Okay, Max, you were Borgin the entire time.
I said that
No, stop. You're still Borgin. You're
you know
still Borgin.
with
You're still Borgin.
them being nice.
What you mean? James Earl Jones passed away?
Because some people don't understand and and uh, we would rather remain nice.
Oh wait a minute, I just realized James Earl Jones played the voice. Okay, Max.
But
Max, stop. You Borgin. You still Borgin. You've been Borgin the entire time. The chat is enjoying it, but can't understand the words you're saying. Oh, they saying you sound like Darth Vader. They want you to say, Luke, I'm your father. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all enjoying yourselves. Hey, Rosie. Okay. Well, anyway, yes. Okay. Okay, he'll be back, y'all. That's why he was Borgin. Wherever he was at, he was getting out of range of the signal. Um beep beep boop. Okay, y'all. I and now y'all gonna get me laughing. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So yes, the extreme feminists are starting to sound like Manosphere, Red Pillar, all the different subgroups of the Manosphere. And Shooks, there's already I'm not certain what the pink pillars are, but either way, they could be they could be offshoot. So so and that's the last thing we need. One group was bad enough. We don't need two. Oh, okay. James Earl Jones ain't gone. All right, good. All right. Oh, okay. You meant the actual man in the body, not the voice. Okay, don't be messing with me like that. You got to be clear, cause I still think of James Earl Jones as Darth Vader. I don't care who was in the suit. Yeah, I was about to go. No, not James Earl Jones. I like his voice. Okay. I see you back, Max.
Yeah.
Okay, you sounding good. You ready to repeat
You
everything you just said? Cause
see,
everybody's saying.
huh?
You ready to repeat everything you just said before you dropped off?
No, I
Because
was just saying no. It wasn't important. Luke, I'm your father. Okay. Belmore is having fun with. Uh,
I guess they wanted you to do it while you was Borging, but it wasn't cooperating.
uh, okay, yeah. So let's finish up on this. Setting the record straight before we move on to another topic. Do have some other things I want to talk about. So go ahead, then you finish up on your end, and then we'll move to something else.
Okay. All right. Okay. I gotta stop being. How did you put it? Uh, my sex blind and stuff like that, and assume that everybody
Oh, you talking about gender blind?
gender blind. I gotta stop being gender blind. I thought I knew, that when we was going in, on Sissy Ben, Manosphere, in this case, Hebrew Israelites,
Well, yeah,
all those
we're
that
gonna
feel
keep.
the hate for black women.
Yeah, but don't beat yourself about that. We're gonna keep going in on the sissy bands and the Hebrew Israelites because they pieces of shit. We just don't want certain people to misunderstand that for the kind of hatred that they have in their heart. And they're going to bring that over here and soil what we are trying to build over here.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to let that happen.
No.
And you want to give people the benefit of the doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
But some people don't care about anything but themselves. They don't care about you giving them the benefit of the doubt. They don't care about you allowing them to have a voice on your platform. They don't care about any of that. Or they don't care who they hurt either. People who've been hurt, I know this, they don't care who they hurt. Okay, so they're not even thinking about the other women who like this platform, who enjoy this platform, who like coming here, who like the vibe that we're putting out and what we're trying to do, build positive relations, who like the fact that they can come here, don't have to worry about being attacked, called out their name. They can just be women. They have good conversations back and forth, engage in the panel, just have some good old fun. They don't even care about that. They want to take that away from the women as well. Okay? They don't care about that either. Hold on 1 second. Who is this? Oh, that's Linda Anderson. And so when they come up here and they talk crazy like that, they don't care who they're hurting. They just want to say what they have to say. And so, we're not going to tolerate it anymore. I don't want to sound redundant and go on and on and go on and on. We're just going to show you better than we can tell you. Because one thing you're not going to do, you're not going to make us look like hypocrites, and you're not going to soil this platform. We're not going to let you do it. So, yeah, Dane.
Okay.
I've been noticing that, there's been. Oh, no. Game Fizz, what you going to say?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just like Max are keeping the men accountable for the stuff they supposed to be doing, we gotta keep our the women accountable. We got some women that are saying some outlandish, outrageous, crazy, hateful stuff.
You know what I think too, Dame? I've been thinking about this for the last couple of days. I think these guys, these red pill guys, I don't think they've had many girlfriends in their lives. I don't think so, because the stuff they complain about is not out of the ordinary for women. It's like the women aren't doing anything different. I mean, these things, women do this stuff all over the world. Okay, let's start with the attitude. All women have attitudes. You don't know that by now? I mean, I don't get it. Like, they're women. Of course they have attitudes. That comes with the territory. I don't think these guys had any real serious relations with women before because they seem like they don't know anything about women.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't know.
Yeah.
You know, if you upset because a woman has an attitude, then you don't understand women. You upset because a woman raises a voice and she gets emotional and you start freaking out. You don't understand women. There's nothing to freak out about. This is natural. Okay. They're just doing their natural things. They're not doing anything out of the ordinary. I don't even see any problems with what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure what these guys are talking about half the time. It's like, and then my whole thing is just here, right?
Uh-huh.
There's so much more that you can be doing in our communities. You can take that energy and you can put it into the school system that's trying to give our kids vaccines.
Uh-huh.
You know, you can take that energy and go into the community and purchase property, build some housing for your women and children if you don't want them to be on government welfare. I don't understand. This is the logic I can't get, right? What do
Uh-huh.
you expect a person to do that needs to survive? If you have 2 or 3 kids with a black woman and you're the main breadwinner and she's relying on you and your resources to take care of her, the house, and the children,
Mm-hmm.
and then you decide that one day, well, you know what? I want to mess with a white woman, or I want to go mess with a Mei Ling. You know, you just want to just go jump on the other side of the world and leave her with these kids, and she doesn't have a job, she doesn't have money. Now she has to scramble. What is she supposed to do? Sit there and starve to death and let the children starve to death? She's supposed to not try to take care of her kids and keep a roof over her kids' head?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand these guys. It's like their logic is so messed up. It's like, what do you expect her to do? You want her to just sit there and look out the window every single day until they starve to death? Like what? What do you expect her to do? She's going to go and get things and the resources that she needs to survive and to take care of her children. I'm not sure what the problem. I don't understand the conversation.
They don't be thinking about that. They're not thinking at all. They're not caring. They're not putting themselves in the shoe of the other
I'm
person.
sorry. I'm back. Sorry about that. I fell off for a second. Yeah, and I'm sorry. Now, do you remember we had the last night's podcast, right? Well, people, I've been getting some pushback about what I said about black women when it comes down to creating a child. Black women do the most, and black men do the least. And I've been getting some serious pushback. I've been told that I'm devaluing the man's role when it comes down to creating children. All right, let's talk about that, Dane. Okay, so here's the man's role when it comes down to creating the child. Okay, he is having sex. He's sleeping with the woman, and he ejaculates, and his sperm goes and fertilizes the eggs. After that, he's up. He's taking a shower. He's on his way to work, or he's going home somewhere else, or he's smoking cigars, drinking, having fun. The woman is now pregnant. Now she's about to embark on a serious journey that's going to come with all kinds of aches and pains, all kinds of psychological worries and ups and downs, and all kinds of emotional roller coasters, mood swings, morning sickness,
Mm-hmm.
having unbelievable cravings for weird combinations of food. And then on top of that, the feeling of a life growing inside of her, and her stomach is getting larger and larger. So her job is just beginning. Now he out playing basketball or whatever. She walking around, she waddling around with this big belly, going through all of these things. He out playing basketball, he out riding his bike, driving his car, drinking beer, kicking it with his boys and all that. While she is going through all kinds of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure when am I diminishing here when it comes down to the male role when creating a baby. What have I devalued here? That was a question.
Oh, you hadn't devalue anything, but they're gonna find a way to add it in there. They'd be like, okay, well, I can imagine what they're gonna say. Want me to tell you what I think they're gonna say?
Uh,
I think they're
and
gonna.
right, and I'm sorry, and Belmore is right. So this, I don't want to call it hell because it's a beautiful thing to bring a life into this world. So I just want to call it some kind of spiritual turmoil, right? So, but she's going through this for 9 months, and her job still isn't over. When the baby gets here, right? She springs into action. She has to keep that baby alive. How many men can keep a newborn baby alive? How many? How many of you are equipped to keep a brand new baby alive? It's not as easy as you think. Now, maybe some doctors can do it, with doctors, but just regular dudes, hardworking dudes, how many of you are equipped to just keep the baby alive in the first year? That's not easy to do. You see, we take our women for granted because they're so good at what they do, they make it look easy. But it isn't easy. The next time you want to say that, the next time you want to diminish the black woman's role when it comes down to pregnancy and giving birth to a child, taking care of that child, ask yourself, are you even equipped as a man to keep that baby alive in his first year? You're talking about a brand new baby that is completely dependent on the mother. Completely 100% dependent on the mother for its survival. Whether she's breastfeeding, what's the other thing you call the name with the bottle? Similac.
Oh yeah, Similac formula.
Yeah, right, formula. And what you say, some of them need special formulas, Dame? Some of these special formulas. Yeah, special formulas and all of this. And can you keep the baby from getting an infection, getting sick, all kinds of things. Women do this all the time, and they make it look easy. This is not an easy thing to do. So how many of you men can even keep the baby alive for the first year? Usually the fathers don't even step in until the child's like three years old. By that time, the child has already gotten the basic, some kind of basic, education from the mother. If it's talking or whatever, you know what I'm saying. But usually the fathers don't step in until they're 3. Some fathers don't even mess around until the boy is 4 or 5 years old. Some of them want the boy talking first. Okay, so you're trying to diminish the black woman's role and trying to elevate your role when it comes down to creating a child. Let's be realistic here. Your role is a cool one. You get to feel good getting a woman pregnant. And let's not act like it doesn't feel good. Let's not act like it doesn't make us feel like we're on top of the world. Right? And so, but after that, we get up and we shower, we go outside, kicking it with our boys, smoking Black and Miles or some smoking weed, talking shit. Her job is just beginning. She's not getting up and doing all of that, and she's now thinking that she's got a baby. She's pregnant now, so her whole mood swing is changing right off the bat. Her thought pattern is changing. She's got to get ready for this baby. You running around here with your shirt off, playing basketball and football, tap dancing down the street, you know, with your little pro kids and whatnot, wearing skinny jeans, trying to look like a black Mario brother. While she's getting ready to go through some spiritual turmoil. So how is it that your role is devalued? I would like some brothers to come up here and explain that to me. If I'm wrong, I don't have no problem if you can come up here and tell me, definitively with some evidence that I'm actually wrong about the role that we play when it comes down to creating a baby. Our role is very brief. Some of us is 6 seconds. Now let me stop. Anyway, so what is it, Dame? A minute, 2 minute, man, or 3 minute? What is it?
It's usually considered a minute man.
Okay, so you getting 1 minute of work. Okay, so you done got your 1 minute of work in, and you good. And let's not act like that 1 minute of work did not feel good. It felt incredible.
That's why it lasted a minute.
Right. So you got your 1 minute, your workout in, and now you off doing your thing. You running around here doing you, drinking Grey Goose and talking shit and all that. She getting ready to go through it, and so you wonder why the laws are in her favor, because she does the most. Men understand this. The woman needs a lot of resources. A mother needs resources. She needs protection under the law, and she needs resources. That's why you have government programs to help these single baby mothers, because it takes a lot of resources to raise children.
Uh-huh.
And then the law protects the mother, because she's usually the primary caretaker of the child, because most of the dudes are out here playing hopscotch and, wearing man bags and roller skates with their little Buffy the Vampire Slayer haircut.
They just be gone, period.
Shout out to Kendra Rowland. And so somebody, if you want to come up here and prove to me that we have more of a role when it comes to, and I'm not diminishing my brothers. I'm not putting my brothers down. I'm being realistic. Let's not act like we do a whole lot of stuff when it comes down to creating a child. We don't. We get our little 2 minutes in, or our little minute and a half in, or whatever, and it's a wrap. The woman's job is just beginning. So I'm not sure how am I devaluing a man's role when it comes down to, creating a child. Dan, can you explain that to me? How am I devaluing a man's role when it comes down to creating a child? And then don't get me started on this. Once the baby comes, then the mother turns up. Your ass ain't nowhere to be found. They have to go find. You got to send a private investigator. They got to send child support. Everybody hunting you down. You know where to be found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you trying to hike it out of Dodge. You don't even want to be found. Many of you don't even want to. You talk about diminishing the role of the man when it comes down to creating a baby, but many of you don't want to take care of the baby no how, because you ain't nowhere to be found. You don't even want to take care of your kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so now her role and her work doubles. Well, not her role, but her work doubles now, because you don't want to be bothered. She can't get the money from you. You're chasing you all over creation, trying to get a child support check. So now you done added to her work. Not only does she have to take care of the baby, keep a roof over the baby's house, make sure they eat, make sure the medical is right, make sure the kid go to school and all those other things, and provide a safe environment for the school. Now you have added to her job. She got to chase you all over creation to get a child support check.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, help me out here, Dame. Am I off here? I mean,
No,
you a
you're
black
not.
woman. You tell me.
You're right on it. You're right on it. Yeah, we're talking about the creation of the single baby mama and their part into it, and why the women got the resources they got because you weren't on the job. You had your minute, had your fun, your bragging rights, and then the moment she says I'm pregnant, it ain't mine, wasn't me. So when you say that, you already diminish uh your work.
Look. I'm gonna be realistic, dog. If you can't pay a child support payment, you ain't got no business saying nothing about black women.
A
Just go on and
full
put
child
go on
support.
and go on and buy a zipper and put it on your mouth because you don't have anything to say. You can't even make a child support payment. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, that disqualifies you from saying anything about black women. Make a child support payment first, and then we'll think about it. Because that depends on how much the child support payment is. Now, if you're gonna make some old flimsy $25 for $40 or $50 child support payment, and you bitching about that, then still you can't say nothing about black women. And I'm gonna tell you something else. You see, you guys don't have any pride. You see, back in my day, we were taught pride. All right, I'm a very prideful man. Okay, I would be upset if someone gave me well. First of all, I wouldn't be on child support. Okay, I would be raising my children. Okay, I wouldn't be on child support. Let's just get that out in the open right now. So, but let's just say I was. I would be insulted that my child support payment was the bare minimum because I think highly of my children. Surely I think better of my children than a $50 child support payment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if I love my children, a $50 child support payment is insulting to me. Now I understand that this is my logic, this is the way I think. I know these guys don't necessarily think the way I do. I'm just telling you, if I was a father and I had to separate from my wife, I'm taking care of my kids. I wouldn't be on child support. Okay, I don't have a problem taking care of my kids, but just if somebody came at me with the bare minimum, Max, you can just make the bare minimum $50. Like what? Especially if I got a daughter. Y'all know how I feel about black women.
Mm-hmm.
I would be beside myself if I had a daughter and you talking about a $50 payment. I would be insulted. My daughter is worth far more than a $50 child support payment. You guys don't have any pride.
Mm-hmm.
Many of you probably don't love your children. That's why your children have no value to you. That's why you're fighting a $25, $50 payment because you're a piece of shit. So my thing is that devaluing the role of a man when it comes down to creating a baby, I'm not sure what logic you're using and where am I devaluing the role of a man when it comes down to creating a child. So Dame, go ahead and explain where we are, where this role is devalued at.
Is where his role is the value at? His role is the value at when he don't support the mother of his children. It's the value when you deny that it's your child. It's the value when you force the mother to have to go to SNAP, WIC, um welfare, to be able to take care of your child. It's the value when you will only pay the minimum of child support if you pay at all, and have to go through all kind of hells to uh, get you to pay child support, visit your child, spend time with your children, taking interest. You
Right.
devalue when you
Right. I
whine
mean,
and cry on YouTube um about how bad the mother of your child is, and about child support laws, and you blame her for them, and you accuse her of following the white man. Oh, the
well,
white.
if you look at the way the laws are set up, I mean, yeah, we know it was white men who didn't want to take care of their kids. But nonetheless, these kids need to be taken care of. They did not ask to come here. Now that they're here, it's your responsibility to take care of them, and they need resources.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about, well, the black woman um, is always trying to get at my resources. Of course she is. Of course she is. She's a natural consumer. It takes resources to raise children. It takes resources to raise children and also to maintain a roof over their head, along with medical and other things. School, uniforms, when they had uniforms in the school. These things take resources. What do you expect her to be? You guys act like you don't know anything about life. I
You
mean,
don't.
seriously, some of you supposed to be these college whizzes. You do all of this research, and you have this intellectual masturbation debates going back and forth about nothing, but you don't seem to know much about life and how things work in life. A mother who just gave birth to children, or a child that have children, needs resources to take care of those children, raise those children, maintain a roof over those children's head. There's also other things that come along with that, medical. If the child has some kind of handicap or something like that, if the child is gifted, there are other things that come into play that take resources. I don't understand why you guys don't get that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you guys act like you don't know anything, and you're supposed to know everything. Well, let you guys tell you know everything. Everyone else is stupid. You're the only smart people walking around on the entire earth. Okay? No one else is smarter than you. You know everything, but for some reason, you don't know something as simple as it takes resources to raise a child or children. So, and then again, you increase her worry. You increase her job. She's running all over creation trying to find you. She walking around asking people, "Oh, did you see Mookie?" No, I ain't seen Mookie today. She looking for Mookie because Mookie is the father of her children. She's trying to get him to come and take care of his kids. Mookie is nowhere to be found.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to understand something, guys. A mother is going to try to do the very best for her children. That includes holidays. Now, I understand some of you have this mentality, Satan clause and all that. I get all of that. All right. But for the kids' sake, she wants to get the kids some gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And you're supposed to be there to provide the money for these gifts. Now, here's another thing they say too, that when you do send money, that the woman is using the money on herself. Still haven't seen any evidence of that.
Mm-hmm.
Every man that has ever said that has produced zero evidence. No evidence. It's just something to say. Oh, well, I sent money and she using the money on herself. Well, how do you know? Well, she got her hair did. Okay, so that's something she would do if y'all was still together. Well, she got her nails done. So that's something that she would do if y'all was together. She bought her a new outfit. Again, that's something she would do. You were still together. How do you know she's using the money on herself? They never have any evidence. But yet they want to fact check everyone else and tell everyone else that you need to bring facts while they bring absolutely no facts. They get to run their mouth and say whatever and don't have to prove a thing. Like the woman is using the money for herself rather than take care of the child. There is no proof. They produce no proof. They say it, but they have no evidence to back up what they say. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Shooks, they keep claiming that they're the smartest men in the world, but yet common sense is gone. That if you want no kids, you do everything you can to protect because condoms cost less than child support.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me ask you this. Are they jealous that the black woman is taking care of her kids and they're not? Or are they jealous that they're making themselves look bad? Because I'm going to tell you right now, fellas, if the woman is doing the most and she does the most and you do the very least, you make yourself look bad. And so now what you're trying to do is you're trying to tear her down. You're saying that she is the worst mother. She is the worst steward of children. But you're the one that's an absentee father. You're the one that don't want to help her take care of the kids that you helped create. You are making yourself look bad. It's like I said before, you want to call her a strag, right? And say that she has more than one baby daddy. But let me tell you something. Every time I've seen these so-called strag black women or whatever, they always seem to have a baby in their arm or have their son or daughter close to them holding his or her hand. You see, even though she may be a strag and she's not a strag. We don't say that here. We're just repeating what they say. Even though you're calling her a strag and she may have more than one baby daddy, right? Those kids are being taken care of by that very strag that you're talking about. See, those kids have a mother. So if you take the so-called strag who has 2 or 3 baby daddies, but she's taking care of the kids that she has by all of those baby daddies, and you have multiple baby mamas, and you aren't taking care of any of your kids. So which one is worse?
The one that's not taking care of his kids.
Exactly. You got multiple. So if you got multiple baby mamas and you aren't taking care of any one of your kids, then what does that make you? Does that make you a strag too?
Yeah, because from what I understood of that word, it don't say a particular sex. It could go both ways.
Exactly. Exactly, Hassan. But she's taking care of her kids, though. You sitting up here calling names, and you're not taking care of your seeds. So what do we call you? You got multiple baby mamas, and they trying to hawk you down for a child support payment. You trying to hide. You don't want to take care of your kids. So what does that make you? Are you a strag? What would you call it? What would you call a male strag? A drag? A rag? What? A flag? What do you call a male strag? A gag?
As far as I know, you just call them that same word.
Call them a gag, right? You know what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we talking about here? And another thing, they really don't have any room to work with.
Mm-hmm.
When you say that black women are having babies out of wedlock, well, they're not doing that by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Black men are having babies out of wedlock too. And every baby mama has a baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not sure what the logic. I'm not even sure what we're talking about with these guys. What are they talking about? Okay, not even sure what they're talking about. Go ahead, Dave.
Well, I think it might be as Kai says. I think they're jealous. Black women are taking care of their kids instead of taking care of them. It's all about these.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, so, okay. So, are you saying that these men are jealous of their own children?
Sometimes I believe so. Yeah.
So you're saying that they want to be taken care of like the children, like the
Mm-hmm.
kids.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why so many of them are immature and refuse to grow up.
Yep. That's why some of them sound like children.
So you're telling me a Negro is 35 and he wants to breastfeed?
Breastfeed, get diaper,
How the
padded.
hell? How the hell are you 35, 40? You want to breastfeed? I mean, that's a.
They not. They
I'm
not
just saying,
trying
the
to.
nigga. I mean, think about that for a second. Nigga, 35 and want to breastfeed. He mad because his son getting breastfed. Because he want to breastfeed. Nigga, you 35. How they think that there isn't anything wrong with that kind of thinking? So
They,
you jealous of your child because he or she is breastfeeding and they're being held by the woman
and
and you're not?
the woman's attention is fully on the baby. And
Right. And
mhm.
so what, you want her to take you into a baby changing station? I mean, okay, so she takes the baby out and about. She's got Pampers. She ducks into a bathroom that has a baby changing station. You're jealous of that too? You want to be in the baby? You want her to change her drawers? You want her to put a diaper on you? You jealous of that?
They want their attention. They want their attention.
All right,
They,
so you
they
want
want
to be on it.
they
Okay,
want
so
their.
hold on.
Mhm.
What do we have here? Okay, we got grown ass niggas want to breastfeed. Grown ass niggas want to be changed at a baby changing station.
They want the attention. You ever seen a toddler that's jealous of their baby sibling because mama's attention all on them?
Yeah,
What?
but they don't know any better. But yeah, but you see, we excuse that because they are children. They don't know any better yet. We're
Mm-hmm.
talking about grown ass men who are jealous because the baby is being changed on a baby changing station and they're
No,
not.
no, that's not what they're jealous of. They're jealous of the attention. They're jealous of the everything is about the baby, not about them.
And so they're jealous because the woman is pushing the baby in a stroller and they want to be pushed in a stroller too.
uh, Pretty much. That's
So
what they
your
call
so
art.
so, so your overgrown 30, 40-year-old ass is mad at your woman because she's pushing the baby, your child, in a stroller and you want her to push you in a stroller.
It sounds kind of like it, except, but no, not the actual pushing in the stroller. It's the attention. The attention. It's the.
So what else goes on with the what else goes on? What else
Mhm.
does the woman do with the child?
Okay, she feeds, she plays with the baby, she cuddles with the baby.
All right,
Uh,
so let's go right there.
she
Okay, so
carries
let's
the
stop
baby.
right there.
Oh,
Okay, so let's
wait,
stop right there.
wait,
Let's
one
stop
more
right
thing.
there. No. Let's
Okay,
stop
go
right there.
ahead.
Okay, so You're mad because, hold on one second.
Yeah, Hassan, the baby boy crap does run deep. And it smells just as funky. Yeah. Yeah. They want to be that short. No, they want to be held. They want to be petted. They want to be played with. They want all her attention on him. Yeah, I agree. They do want to be breastfed. They mad because the baby is interfering. Is the baby's pretty much cock blocking them. They blocking them from the breast, blocking them from the coochie. They can't get it anytime.
Okay, so I'm back. All right, so okay, so now you mad because she's feeding the baby food, and you want to eat the baby food too. You want her to feed you the baby food. You mad because she's playing with the child. You know what I'm saying? And she's going ookie bookie bookie to the child, making the child laugh. And now you mad because she's not looking at you going oogie boogie boogie, right? So you want her to go oogie boogie boogie to you too.
No.
So you jealous of your child. No, you jealous of your child. You mad at your woman because she going oogie boogie boogie to your child, but she's not going oogie boogie boogie to you. All right, so what else they got going on?
Okay, as I was telling Hassan, they jealous because the baby is cock blocking them. The baby's at the breast. The baby's in the way. Woman won't let him get it anytime he want because the baby might see.
So what else did the mother do with the child?
No, that's no.
What are some of the other things that? What are some of the other things that?
Pregnant.
What are some of the other things the mother does with the child?
Bathe the child. Do all the lotioning and rubbing, clipping, taking care of the child. All the hygiene stuff. All the
okay, so
mm-hmm.
All right, so basically what it is, if the baby is walking around on a walker,
mm-hmm.
right, and got the rattle and threw it on the floor,
mm-hmm.
and she picks it up, you jealous at that because you want to walk around in a walker, and you want to throw the rattle on the floor, and you want her to pick it up and give it to you.
Okay. No, he wants the
No. They want to walk around in a walker. He want to shake his rattle and throw it on the floor and have mommy pick up his rattle.
well, yeah, that's an equivalent, yeah.
So when she trained the baby to potty train, you're mad, you over there angered because she's not teaching you, she's not potty training you. You want to be potty trained.
Well, some guys
you upset that she teaching the child, she potty trained the child. You over there on some. She make me sick. She ain't never potty trained me.
Okay, maybe and
so the mother's over there potty training the child. You sitting on the couch on some BS, on some hate shit. Know what I'm saying? Talking about she ain't never potty trained you. So you mad because you're not being potty trained.
Well, some guys need to relearn how to wipe their behinds. Okay. But I think it's more what Auntie's saying. Okay, hold the baby when they're unhappy. They praise the baby for small things to encourage the baby, etc.
Okay, so let's talk about that. So the baby is crying, and the mother go and holds the baby and go there, loogie woogie woogie woogie, right?
Right.
So you mad because you getting your ass kicked in the real world, and now you upset. Now you coming home with an upside down face on, and she's not holding you, talking about they're the boogie 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 boogie.
Yeah, yeah,
Saying, so you mad though?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And
So what are
and
some
they
of the other
want
things that a mother do for a child?
yeah.
What's on?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Let's get don't get off of that. That part about praising the baby for small things to encourage them. They want to be praised for every little bitty small thing they do, even when they're
Well,
supposed to
but you
do
see,
that.
but wait a minute. But you see, that's a problem.
Uh-huh.
That's a problem. That's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be praised because you're not doing anything. Okay. The babies are different. You know, we praise the babies because they're growing, they're learning how to walk, they're learning how to talk.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, oh, look at my little son, my little baby girl. She just took her first step.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's praising the baby taking the first step. Now you mad because you can walk. And she ain't ever said that to you. And so while she over there praising the baby for walking, you get your punk ass up and start walking around so she can see you walking. So she can say, oh, baby, you walking. You walking. That's my man. That's my big, strong man. You walking.
Good
So
job.
you mad because now, yeah. So you jealous and mad because your baby just took the first step, and your woman is praising the baby and encouraging the baby, and now you done got your little jealous ass up, walking around in front of her so she can see you walking, so she can say something about you. So you can say, "Oh, baby, you walking? That's my big man." I mean, this is what we're talking about here.
Yeah, exactly. But she don't see that. She'd be like, baby, can you sit down? I'm trying to see the baby walk.
Nah, so now you really mad because right, she don't want to fuck with you like that. Now you got some kind of grudge and shit. And now later on, you want to argue with her talking about you care more about that baby than you do me. Duh. What?
Yeah, I'm your man. I don't get no attention. And then they use it as an excuse to go to some other woman. And then when
So,
they get that one pregnant, the cycle starts all over again.
and so don't they burp the baby too?
Yeah.
Okay, so your woman is sitting there feeding the baby with the bottle, and then she said, "Oh, gotta burp the baby, gotta burp the baby." So she put the baby over her shoulder. She gently patted his back, and the baby burped. And she's like, "There go my baby, right?" Now you on the couch, mad and shit. So you start drinking like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, to build gas up and shit. And now you mad because she not putting your punk ass over her shoulder and patting you on the back and burping you. And you just drunk like a 6-pack of Pepsi right in front of her face.
So when you
So
build, you're like, ew.
no. So you
Excuse
want
me?
her to burp. You mad because she ain't burping you. You jealous because she burping your baby and she ain't burping your punk ass.
No.
Even though you just drunk a 6-pack of Pepsi,
No,
so you can build gas up,
no,
right?
he's jealous because when the baby bird, she goes, "Oh, look how cute they just burped. That's my little man." And when he belches, she like, "Ooh, baby, oh, that's nasty. Stop that. Stop that."
Oh, so you mad because when the baby belch, she praising the baby, and when you belch, she think that shit stink. So you got a problem, right?
Yeah.
So when you belch and shit, you smelling up the house, and she running out of the house with the baby, but she don't want the baby smelling that shit. And now you mad, you jealous, and you on some. Well, when the baby burped, you didn't say anything, but when I burped, you said it stunk. That's what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Okay, wait. Let's see. Technically, the tension was had before the baby was born and in the baby making process. So now that the baby is here, the tension should be had when the baby is asleep, napping, or at auntie's house.
And so she takes the baby over auntie's house. You mad because she didn't take you over there. Know what I'm saying? So now you want to argue with her talking about why you take the baby over there? You don't ever take me nowhere. Doesn't that sound like the bows of it? Huh?
No, I think it's more like she takes the baby to auntie house and he's thinking, ooh, I'm gonna give me some, I'm gonna get some attention, I'm gonna get busy.
Nah, I don't think it's that at
All he
all.
wants to do is sleep because the baby been keeping up all
I don't think it's that at all. I think he's mad because he took the baby over there and didn't take him.
Well, auntie don't like him.
Yeah.
So why would she take you to auntie house?
I think she mad because he took the baby over there and didn't take that nigga. Okay.
Now I'm thinking he's mad because she don't want to give him none when she took the baby to auntie house.
I think he really mad because I think he really mad. I think he really mad because she didn't want to change him in that baby changer station.
I think he's mad because the baby get all the touching and the lotion and the rub downs and the powder and all his crap smell good. You know, the baby crap, it smells good. His crap smells awful. Like,
oh
baby,
no, baby crap. No. I've had the unfortunate event of throwing out baby diapers, and they are nuclear.
Yeah.
I always say, if I really want to fuck somebody up, I hit him with a dirty diaper. I guarantee you'll never mess with me again. Once you get hit with that baby diaper, you smell the aroma coming. You'll never be right again. Some babies drop absolute plutonium, nuclear waste.
Yet the mother can change the baby without flinching.
Yeah, because she's the mother. Yeah, she's the mother. She's
exactly.
strong. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. So that would make her a strong black woman, right?
She can take the smell.
You're a strong black woman.
Uh-huh.
Because she can take the smell of the baby's nuclear waste and nobody else can. So I guess that makes her a strong black woman.
Uh-huh.
And you mad because she don't want to smell your shit.
Yeah.
Sitting over there mad and shit, talking about you ain't never smelled my shit before. Actually, she did.
She just.
Yeah.
But she don't have to like yours. She has to tolerate the babies, so she can get them changed up and as clean as possible.
Yeah. So these niggas is mad because they jealous of their own children. You got niggas that want to go to baby changer stations. They want to breastfeed. They want to get pushed around in the damn strollers and shit. They want to be in walkers and get potty trained. You ain't never potty trained me.
You never wiped my behind.
Yeah.
You never called my wee cute.
Right. You never gave my wee a name. Wait a minute. What's a wee? These guys are just a comedy act, man. Like, I mean, it's gotten to the point where it's just a comedy act. You can't take them seriously. It's just one joke after another.
Oh, trust me. Yes, Nikki, they want to be breastfed. They might not necessarily want the milk, but they definitely want the breast. I heard
man, these cats.
That tried it.
Hey, these cats don't. You know what? I think these cats are even too awkward to get a haircut. I don't even think the barber want to deal with it. Cause I've seen some of these hairlines. Man, some of these dudes like that Bernard Riley dude, nigga got a hairline that look like a slinky. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna have to see who this person
That
is.
nigga ain't never been to no barber. I'm not even sure the barbers want them in their shops. Hey, Hassan, some of these niggas got hairlines that look like they've been in straight up warfare. One nigga walking around with a hairline that look like he came fresh out of Desert Storm. What the chat? Let's see what they're talking about in the chat.
All right.
All right, everybody. We got a free night here. It's Friday. We chilling. I'm done with my rant. This is where I turn it over to my co-host. And we put the link in the chat for everybody want to come up. We just freestyling tonight. Pretty much talk about anything you want to talk about. Okay, we was just having a little fun here with these jealous dudes.
Well, you want me to put the link in the chat?
Yeah, go ahead and put the link in the chat, and I'm going to step down for a little while. You go ahead and take it over. Ladies, you're welcome to come up. Men, you're welcome to come up and just kick it with the E-Star Network. All right. We're going to be on for at least another hour and a half. And this is the part where we open it up to everybody. You can pretty much come and just kick in, just have a conversation. You know, just feel free. I don't care if you want to talk about cooking, your baby, you know, the curlers in your hair, cats. Brothers, if y'all want to talk about what y'all put on the grill, you know, Thanksgiving, whatever. We just got a free open mic right now. Okay. The rant is over with. All right, so I'm going to step down for a little bit. Okay, then go ahead and put the link in the chat, but I'll be listening.
All right,
I'll be back a little bit later, y'all.
Okay, the link is in the chat. Auntie, freestyle, who wants to rap battle? Okay, that's not me. Not a rap battle. So let's talk about grilling. Oh, hey, I wonder if anybody grilled the turkey this year. And would you believe somebody tried to fry their turkey in a garage? They lost their mind. Haven't they seen any of the YouTube and let me see, American Funniest Home Videos, the disasters that happen when you fry a turkey? Mostly because people don't thaw out the turkey have the turkey completely thawed out. Then your deep fried turkey turns into a turkey cannon. A flaming turkey go flying through the neighborhood. Yep. Let's see. There's a lot of barbecuing going on. I think everybody that I knew was kind of tired of turkey, especially if there's not going to be a large group of people coming in there to eat it up. So it's like barbecue. I went around, I was smelling barbecue. Yeah, I watched those videos. Or they put too much grease in the deep fryer, and not taking into account that turkey's gonna go in and grease is overflowing and it catches fire. Oh yeah, it's good when it's done right. There's one older man who used to do that and do the turkey rolls, but well, he's getting older now. But I don't think he was doing it this year. I didn't get a chance to ask him because you always got to ask him at the latest around October for deep fried turkey. He knows how to do it right. Now I need to find the man that's smoking the turkey. Ooh, smoked turkey. Actually, smoked turkey tastes kind of like ham. At least it did to me the one time I had smoked turkey. In fact, next time I'm gonna go to this meat shop and see. In fact, I might call them anyhow for next year. Hey, do y'all smoke turkeys? You know, and if I especially ordered a smoked turkey, how much would it cost for you to smoke my turkey? We should never stress out a woman who's breastfeeding. I read a story of a woman who had an argument with the father, and adrenaline that produced from the argument leaked into her breast milk, and the baby died. What? That's the first I heard of that. hmm Now I do know that whatever the woman eats, the baby eats. I've seen my cousin's little girl because she waits till her mom. It's weird. She waits till her mom actually eats before she demands the breast to be breastfed. I've seen her like she don't want to breastfeed for a moment, and she's crying and she all that, and she don't want it, and then as soon as her mom finishes her plate, she pretty much attacks her mom. Oh yeah, a smoked turkey, but it's usually the necks or the legs or the wings. I'm talking about the whole turkey smoke. Uh huh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cause let me see, it was something. Okay, yeah, was having a little trouble weaning her from the breast. She wouldn't hardly touch the table food, but her mom goes to as opposite extreme. She don't put no seasoning on the baby's food. No salt, no pepper. So the baby food is pretty much bland. Or because of course she don't believe in the jars, jar baby food, which I can not don't blame her. I remember old school when the baby is getting ready to eat table food. They used to chew up the meat for the baby, spit it out, and put it in the baby's mouth. Yeah. So chew up the food for the baby, spit it out, and put it in the baby's mouth. Anyway, um, yeah. So that's why she would attack her mom, because all the seasoning her mom would have in her food, I guess, would come out in the breast milk, or and that's what the baby liked it. Now her little sister, of course, kind of halfway weaned herself. She wanted table food. Oh, you gotta watch if you holding her while you eating. You don't pay attention. She's gonna snag your plate or put her hand in your plate and grab a handful of food and shove it in her mouth. Okay, let's see. Depending on what they give the baby, most foods already have natural salt, sugar for the taste. Yeah, we're talking about jars of baby food, stuff like that. Yeah, no. I'm talking about cooking from scratch. She was, she didn't trust formulas. That's why she was breastfeeding. She didn't trust jar food. So oh, hey Bill. All right, Bill, you in? So when she was cooking for her baby, I guess she was either too light on the salt or the sugars, and baby wasn't interested in too much in her food, her table food, or and she kept going back to the breast.
Hey,
Bell,
Dame.
okay.
Hey, Dame.
Hey, still having a little trouble with the mic, huh?
No, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, I was just going back to, earlier in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Max was talking about all the stuff the women have to go through. And I
Uh-huh.
was just wondering how many other women, maybe some of the women in the chat, had these things, like during pregnancy, like, I didn't have cravings during pregnancy. I had aversions. It was a whole bunch of stuff I did not like. Some of the stuff that I loved, I wasn't having it. Things like you couldn't get me to eat chicken, hardly any meat. And you know, chicken is like so common. And so I didn't want chicken. No, you couldn't get me to, I think I ate one hamburger during my whole pregnancy. I didn't like chocolate. I was smoking before I got pregnant. I didn't want cigarettes, which was a good thing. So I didn't smoke the whole time I was pregnant. But I didn't want a lot of stuff. And people would be like, oh, taste this. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. I just didn't like certain things. I didn't have any cravings. I would go to like the store and get those trays of vegetables, you know, and like with the dip in the middle, you know, like a big tray. It'd be like $15 or something. I would just eat that whole tray of vegetables over time because I didn't want things. You know, I didn't have any nausea. Well, probably had nausea once. I didn't have any vomiting. I didn't have any, you know, like all the stuff that people say they have. I just had aversions to things, and I've had a real bad attitude or whatever a lot. Sometimes, you know, that's normal. I had no patience for anything. Then I had aversion. That's it for me. And I did breastfeed, but my daughter was a preemie, so I had to pump and then, you know, take milk because she was in like a newborn intensive care for like 5.5 weeks. And she wasn't like sick or whatever, but she was just small. So she came home when she was 4 pounds and 13 ounces. And after she got home, though, you know, she just like blew up quick. But yeah, she was born at 3 pounds, 2 ounces. And she was, I think like 21 inches long or whatever, something like that, some odd. And
she's gonna,
yeah. So yeah, but anyway, it's like there is a lot of work to do with children, to do with babies especially. And I tell you what, I don't miss that at all. I'm so glad that effectively made me want to not have any more babies. I'm just gonna be frank about that. I was like, I don't want any more babies. It is a lot of work, especially having a preemie too. She was never sick. She was never one of those babies who stopped breathing. She didn't have to be on oxygen, anything. She was just small and had to, you know, meet whatever requirements to go home. But all of those things that we go through, you know, the stress, you're worried. I know that fathers can be that way too, but it's more personal for us. After you carry that baby for 9 months or however long you carry him, 8-7 months in my case, you know, it's like you have a bond that they just can't have. And I don't know if they actually are jealous of that bond, but as I said in the chat, unfortunately for some women, those guys are gone long before that baby is born. So I don't think it could be jealousy. So and if they were so jealous of the women and worried about attention and all that stuff, then why would they be getting multiple women pregnant? You know, if you know you're gonna be thrown over for that baby, you know, and the baby's gonna be giving all that attention, and why would you be getting multiple women pregnant?
Well, I personally don't think it's a conscious thing, and a lot of times, when the guy's gone, from the moment she said pregnant, it's fear. Fear. Well, so far it seems to be fear of child support, fear of being a father when they're not ready to be a father, or don't know how to be a father, or they didn't have their fathers and they don't think they can do anything. There's some fear driven there. Why they getting multiple women pregnant? It ain't about it's about, for them it's about sex, you know. Okay, she's pregnant. Okay, she's moving on to the next one. And you figure they will learn the lesson after the first one. No, they don't care about that. They just like the way it feels without the condom. and they think they got good pull-out game. Their pull-out game is so good that they avoid pregnancy.
It's just total irresponsibility, and it's irresponsible on the part of the man and the woman. I mean, you can't the part that the man is the most culpable in is when he is not taking care of his kid after the fact, or he is denying the child. But as Kendall Rollins said in the chat, we got to have sense as well. You can't meet a guy after a month or two and then just be, going raw with with this guy. Come on, man. What do you expect? And I don't know if you think maybe perhaps you're different. He's not going to leave me. He likes me so much. We've seen in many cases that's not what it's about. I don't care how much he likes you. He might like 7 other women too.
Yeah.
Just so I mean, we got to have some sense at some point too. But you can't, and I'm not blaming the women for the men not taking care of their kids, but just kind of have some sense into there's no, and people always talking about vetting people. There's no way you can vet people. I mean, how do you do this vetting process? I mean, because you can find out all you want about them. They could be a good person to one person, but be a dog to you.
Yeah.
So it's just best to play it safe. That's all I'm saying. To just play it safe. So I mean, and then to avoid the situation altogether would be the best bet.
Yeah.
And then too, if you see what's happening to other women, why would you think, oh, that's not going to happen to me?
Well, some cases they don't know about the other woman until they're pregnant. In other cases, it's back to it's not going to happen to me. I'm different attitude, mindset.
No, I'm not talking about that particular guy and another woman, knowing about another woman he has on the side. I'm saying seeing other women in your family and knowing what they go through and just saying to yourself, I'm not going to go through that. I see what they go through with all this pain and heartache and hardship and raising kids. Then you would think that a lot of women would say, well, I'm going to be more careful. I'm going to pay more attention because I don't want to end up in that same situation. So I say on that, in that aspect, there is some responsibility on the woman. But I mean, after the child is made, the guy is responsible, and he's a dirtbag for not taking care of the kid. I'm not in no way saying it's all the woman's responsibility. No way at all. Both of them are responsible when they lay down together.
Yeah.
But we just got to start having some more standards and saying, hey, you ain't getting this until I know there is some kind of commitment and I know you better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of it seems to be in a hurry to get somebody,
Right.
in a hurry to have a man or a woman, because I've seen it where it's the man looking for a woman just as strong as the woman looking for him, and then next thing you know they're complaining about each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, wait, didn't you know this already?
Like for instance, I was watching. I mentioned in the chat, I was watching that Lauren Lake's paternity court, and Lauren Lake, the judge, was amazed because the woman was talking about, well, we got together on June 1st, and I found out I was pregnant like June. What did she say? Like June 15th or something. I'm like, what? Really? So I mean, you just immediately just down for whatever. Like, really? That kind of thing.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them like that. Yeah, some of it is they young and they have no fear and they just well, as you said, down for whatever.
But you would, I don't know. I think that you're supposed to learn from history or from your environment, things you see around you, things that happen to other people. You don't have to experience it to know something is bad for you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Or something is bad. And I just can't get that. Like, for instance, um, my mom had 4 kids or whatever, and I saw the struggles she went through having 4 girls. Why would I want to have 4 kids? You know, in which and possibly the same thing could happen to me. It's just like I wouldn't. You know, I just don't get it. Or I have friends that like um have 5 and 6 kids, ain't never been married.
Mm.
It's like you didn't learn from the first time. I was like, I don't understand. Or maybe the second, even the third. It's like, why?
Mhm.
You're supposed to
Okay.
learn from mistakes or learn from history, and that's
Mhm.
not happening.
Yeah. 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 I have quite a few friends where they just had one. They made I don't want to say made a mistake. They were careless.
Right.
Like they were careless, and they they end up caught. So they make the best of it, but they make sure it didn't happen again. You know.
Exactly.
And then I have others who they they thought they were in love, they were in a relationship. They might have broke up for a while, then they got back together. Okay, in between them breaks up, okay, got pregnant, first one, she was in love, then come to find out she thought he was divorced, he was just merely separated, and then left him, but she's so in love that when he apologized and he said I'm doing the divorce thing and stuff like that, she got back with him and and she ended up pregnant again, and then he turned around and goes back with the wife.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
she
why I
got
try to tell somebody you don't never trust that. Oh, we separated at the time. That means there's a potential you can get back with that one, with the wife. So never trust that. And I don't understand how people fall for that. No. Or they might say, for instance, they may not be with the wife. Um, I know an instance where he's not with the wife,
Mhm.
but she has a new man. I think had a baby by another guy and everything, but
Mhm.
he's still not, divorced on paper from
Yeah.
her.
Mhm.
And so he can't marry you, because he's still married.
Oh,
And it's just like that causes problems, because she wants to get married and he's, still, it's like he's using that to,
oh, he definitely is.
yeah, he's
I
using
know.
that as a, to block a reason to say, well, so he can't get married.
Mhm.
I mean,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what he's definitely doing. I know of a couple. It's on both of them. Okay, they realize that it's not going to work for them, and sometimes judges have it where you gotta be separated for a year or two or so many years before that you can be granted the divorce. Okay, well they never went through the divorce process. Supposedly they staying together for the kids, but on paper, so the kids can say their parents are not divorced. Okay,
right,
the kids are grown now. They still not divorced. She got her man, he got his woman. And they using the fact that they married, and they telling their other people that the other spouse is fighting the divorce.
hmm.
Uh-huh. And and so they could just say, well, I can't marry you. uh, the only thing I can say is they say it up front. Okay, I'm married but separated. You know, I'm just letting you know.
Right.
Like, but they doing it deliberately. They ain't in no hurry to get no divorce. They still married. They got their other people, and they using that they still married as excuse not to move on, to get married. It's not the first group of people. I heard that. I got a cousin. The same thing on both their sides. You know, I'm still married. They got other people. And still, I was like, shouldn't you divorce and move on by now? Oh, no. Then she gonna want me to marry, or he's gonna want me to marry him. Y'all making me sick.
But you know what? I just honestly think either party has no room to complain if they were reckless. You know, you got to just take responsibility and do what you're supposed to do, and that's just not happening. You know, and that's the problem. You know, we got the moms. We got a whole bunch of single moms and dads that's complaining. You know, they got to pay child support. It's like, why wouldn't you be happy if that's all you got to do? If you're a derelict and you don't want to have to take care of the child, and all you got to do is, you know, pay some money, why wouldn't you be happy? Why are you so unhappy? Why are you so unhappy person then? Why do you have to get on public platforms and announce how unhappy you are? You know, I just don't get it. If all you got to do is pay some money, please. And don't you know how many women wish they could do that? And somebody else could just take care of the child, you know, come on.
Yeah. Oh, they know that. They know that. That's why they never gonna say, I'm gonna take the child. If that one was to come before him with the child, say, here, you said you was gonna take the child, here you go. I already did the paperwork with the courts. You are now the primary custodian of our child. I'll see you on the weekend.
Please, that nigga will disappear before the paperwork, the ink is dry on that paperwork. He'd be like,
no, that's not what I was saying. I was just saying, you know.
Let's say a lot would. I'm not saying everyone would. Some men would definitely take their children.
I know some men that would definitely take. I got some
but
cousins.
A lot will not. You know, they don't want the full-time responsibility of taking care of kids, but they don't want to pay either. It's like, you can't have it both ways. You got to do one or the other.
You know, one of the reasons why I think that law they're trying to accomplish where they can divorce themselves from their kids is not going to go through, because that means the government's going to have to take over their responsibilities.
Right.
I think the government knows that, and if it does pass through, trust me, there's something in there that they ain't gonna like. Probably something like, okay, you have to have a vasectomy.
Yeah.
Irreversible vasectomy.
Or something real crazy, like if you don't if you want to divorce yourself from your child, you're gonna have to serve in the military for a minimum of 15 years. And so that the government will pay for it. You know, you got to do something to earn that, you know. It's gonna be something weird. So they're not gonna pass nothing like that where you can just divorce yourself from your child. Come on, please.
And
are they serious? They're laughing at that paper right now. If anybody has seen that paperwork, they sitting back in their cabinet or whatever, laughing at that shit. Like, can you believe this paragraph right here? They are laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Did everybody leave?
No. Let's see. Kendall just came back. I think Nikki's still. Auntie's gonna be back in about 15 minutes. And there's I see where there's 12. I think they mostly listen. Well, Nikki was saying that during she said, I know I'm behind. I was twisting my hair with my girls. She said with her girls, she had nausea and vomiting pretty bad, and my boy nothing. First time I could taste, I couldn't taste. The first time I couldn't taste for like 6 months. Third, severe nausea but no vomiting.
Ooh.
Now,
I ain't have none of that.
I knew somebody that had a combination aversion craving. She had aversions to everything that she likes to eat, but she was craving stuff that she didn't like to eat. Yeah, and that's
I
how
heard of that.
her mother knew she was pregnant, because her mother was cooking something like, I think, like greens with black eyed peas and all this stuff, and she's the only one in her family that don't like that. Well,
So
when
she
she
knew
came
something was
home,
up.
she goes, something smells good. I'm hungry. And her mom was like, this is it's some greens, some black eyed peas, some green. Let me see, what was it? Was let me see, some type of smoked meat, probably tassel. And I'm still waiting on the chicken, but everything else is done. She said, "Oh, well, fix me up some greens and some black eyed peas and stuff like that." And with the cornbread.
I'm like, what?
With the cornbread. Her mom's like, "What? You don't know they like this?" She said, "I don't know why it smells so good." Her stomach is growling. And mom was looking at her like, okay. So she fixed her a little bitty bowl, because you ain't about to waste my food, So she just tearing it up. And she's like, oh, this is real good. She said, I don't know why I never liked this before. This is good. And her mom looked at it and goes, you're pregnant. No, I'm not pregnant. I would know I was pregnant. Turned out she was pregnant. It looks, from the sound of it, all the healthier stuff, that's what her body was craving for. All the unhealthier stuff, like fast food, fried stuff, couldn't stand the smell of it. Yeah. So let me see. Yeah. So that's what was going on. She said she was practically a vegetarian for the entire pregnancy. The only way she can eat meat is if it was like baked chicken, baked fish, mainly chicken and fish. She couldn't handle roast. She could pork or beef, none of the red meats. And then she can only tolerate small amounts of the chicken and fish. Like when she wants it, she wants it. When she don't want it, she didn't want it. I was like, dang. Now another person I met. Now, have you ever heard of this, Belle? Where the person was absolutely not hungry. They felt full all the time during the entire pregnancy. They felt full. They were hardly eating at all. But whenever go to the doctor to check out, everything is fine. She's losing weight because she got some weight on her. She have like an extra 30 pounds on her. Yeah,
I've heard of that. My mom's friend, her husband was worried too because she just was not hungry, and the doctor was like, well, she's okay. She would eat like, the doctor was like, they expect all pregnant women to just like overeat. He said, if you just eat your normal food, how you normally eat, you'll be fine. He was trying to overfeed her and stuff her and shit, thinking, she had to eat more than she was normally eating. But she was like that, and she lost some weight, but she gained it, like you normally do at the end, toward the end. Yeah. So
yeah. Well, in this case, she absolutely didn't want to eat anything. She said, I felt full. Like you was trying to force me to eat while I'm full. I'm not saying she was able to eat her normal amount. She couldn't even eat her normal amount or her normal size. The most she might do is every now and then she could eat a little salad or a few raw vegetables. Like say she
well, that kind of ties into an aversion though too, because I was kind of like that too. Like I said, I didn't really eat a lot of anything, and I would eat vegetable trays or just light stuff, and I was like, I really don't want anything to eat. Everything nothing sounds good. I was like, ugh, I don't want that either. And stuff I normally like.
Mm-hmm. Well, with her, she said it wasn't inversion. In fact, sometimes she did want to eat. It's just that she felt full. She said, you don't know how many times I fix a plate or a small bowl of food and I go to take the bite and it's like I'm full. She said, before even.
It was probably a medical reason for that. You said she had extra pounds on her already.
Yeah. So
maybe that growing baby was already pushing on her stomach capacity. And all you have to do, when they give you like a gastric bypass, they shrink your stomach. They like cut it down to real small. If that baby was pressing on her stomach, whatever, and then she was gonna feel like, she had less capacity, so she would feel full. And if she had additional weight as well. I mean, I'm sure it's a medical reason for the doctor.
Yeah, probably is.
Yeah.
But it happened with every pregnancy. I just was there at the time. Wait a minute, was that her youngest? Well, at the time I met her, that was her youngest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. But she said with every pregnancy she went through this. She said in some ways I loved it because I slimmed down and I be good. My husband can't get enough of me. Well, he always can't get enough of her. That's how she ended up with babies. But she said I got these big old boobs. My stomach is practically flat until I get further along in my pregnancy, and the belly stick out. My thighs, I got a gap between my thighs because my thighs has gone down. I was like, if I wasn't watching this in the process, I would think she was just exaggerating. No, that's how the husband said, "Dang, you looking good," and stuff like that. She said, "Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not gonna last." As soon as she had that baby, she started eating all kind of things. She was calling her dad, her husband, everybody that came to the hospital to visit her and the baby had to bring some food. She had relatives all over the place bringing hamburgers, pizza, donuts.
Yeah, I gained weight after I had my daughter too. During the pregnancy, I only gained like 19 pounds, and of course, I didn't get all the way to the end, which is where you gain the most weight. But I only gained 19 pounds. But after I had her, oh man, I was wanting to eat everything. I understand that.
Yeah, I was like, dang. Yeah, so the doctor kept saying her baby was in a good weight. Baby, did tests. Baby's okay. He said, well, it's all. He said he point blank. He said, I like this new doctor. He said, okay, look, don't force yourself to eat. Just when you eat, you eat. He said the baby's okay, and he said the reason why you're losing weight is the baby's eating your fat reserves. He said the reason why women are be a little overweight is because if a famine happened, the women who have weight on them when they're pregnant, their baby could eat the fat reserve without doing any damage to the mother and the baby. And those were likely to survive. So they carried on their genes. So that gene went on the next generation. So he said, it's okay. He said, now I'm going to monitor you because once you start losing reserves and you don't have any, then I'm going to be a little concerned. But I think you're all right. He said, just try to force yourself to take the multiple vitamin, the prenatal vitamins to make sure that the baby got all the vitamins and minerals it needs to, develop, and that you don't get your own reserves depleted. Because this doctor feel like reason why some women are postpartum, their reserves, their vitamin, it goes all to the baby. And if they're not replenishing it or they don't have enough of it, they're more likely to go postpartum. That's just a theory he had, but as a doctor, he
probably saw it multiple times as a doctor.
And he said every one of them that he saw that was postpartum, they didn't have enough in the beginning, and the baby was taking the whatever they were taking for the prenatal, baby was taking it. So they didn't have it plus whatever the mother might have had. And for some reason women think that once they have the baby, they got to stop taking the prenatal. No. You keep taking them prenatals. take them for at least a year, especially if you're breastfeeding, because your body needs to replenish those things the baby took out.
That reminds me, I'm gonna buy me some prenatal vitamins because them shits make your hair grow. I'm buy me some right now. They could be like, "You pregnant?" Nope, I just need to grow my hair out.
Oh, okay. So you obviously don't believe those wise tales, and probably part of the reason why some women stop taking prenatal, that when you take prenatal before you're pregnant, that your body is preparing itself to have a baby.
Oh, I know that, but I'm not having no baby. Please.
Well,
If I have one child that's almost 23, then I obviously know how to not get pregnant. So I mean, I don't.
So then I talked to one friend. Okay, like I had like 3 friends who are in their 40s, and they got caught. It's like,
but you gotta be having sex.
The oldest out the door, and now here you with another. She said, I know. She said, I don't know how it happened. What you mean? I said, you do know the birds and the bees, right? When a man loves a woman, or he's sexing her up, and he put. She said, "Oh, girl, stop being goofy. You know what I mean."
Yeah, but that's stupid to do that. I'm not having sex with nobody. What's gonna happen? Immaculate conception? The baby Jesus again? What? I mean, that ain't gonna happen. The black baby Jesus.
Yeah, she said. Okay, one of them said what happened was.
We know what happened.
Her ex came and was trying to get back together with her. And for some reason, he looked really, really good, and she figured, I'm just gonna hit that and tell him no.
Oh my God!
Because it looking good.
Right? Come on. If you haven't went through menopause, they should know it. And too, once you get closer to menopause, you hyperovulate, which means that it's more likely you can get pregnant, you can have twins, because your body is getting rid of all the rest of your eggs. So you hyperovulate. You might ovulate 1, 2, 3 eggs. Mm-hmm. You cannot do that. Women get in trouble with that crap all the time. I know some too that have done that. So you actually ovulate more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how many stories I heard of 50-year-old women who women.
Ain't gonna be me. Fuck that.
Oh, that goes back to the connection to the story of Mongre tea. Mongre, or sometimes it's referred to as goat tea, is a tea that they use for colds and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And it'll work on even the most hardiest colds, flus, bronchitis, you name it. Everybody think everything is a
spell it so I can avoid that aisle up tea, whatever.
Oh, you can't. Well, it grows. They don't know about that. They don't. It's not in the tea aisles. But if you're ever in Louisiana, you gotta call somebody and say Mongre tea. Mm-hmm. It's good for a cold, but I think it interferes with birth control. All birth control, different forms of it, but still birth control.
Yeah, I've never taken birth control.
Ferocious cold. Okay.
I've never taken birth control. And so I obviously know how to not get pregnant. So, I'm good.
Yeah, don't do it. Make him find them. That's my go-to.
Now, if you don't care and you don't want to get, and you want to get pregnant, it's one thing. But I mean, I know how it works, and
Yeah. I just can't quite do the rhythm method. I still don't quite understand it. Mm-hmm. According to what I understand of the rhythm method, I can probably have sex maybe once a month. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't deal with that kind of crap. So.
but it goes depending on how your cycle is. So that's why I say, according to my understanding of the rhythm method, I could probably have sex once, maybe twice a month, depending on, how I'm cycling that year.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, well, shooks. And then I have this twisted thing that, for some reason, uh, the whole year, at least 1 month out of the whole year, I'll have no cycle.
Ooh.
It freaked me out the first time it happened to me. I was like, oh my goodness, I'm pregnant. I don't have cycles. Wait a minute. I hadn't had sex in, wait a minute, I shouldn't be pregnant. But my aunt got into my head and I was paranoid and stuff like that. I said, okay. So I started doing research. I said, okay, sperm survived 5 days inside a woman's body. I was trying to do the math. Okay, so when my cycle came, I says, okay. So I started talking to, women I knew, not my mother, because she gonna want to know why I was freaked out. Because if I wasn't doing anything, I shouldn't have been freaked out when I missed that month. I was freaked out. So I talked to a few older women I knew who wouldn't tell my mom. And I asked about it. I said, well, you could be one of them women that at least once a year, or if you're under some really severe stress, you would not have a cycle.
Yeah, or it could be polycystic ovaries. You can get that too, and a lot of Black women tend to have that for some reason. You just won't have a period. That's how they end up getting freaking pregnant, because they think, well, I'm maybe I'm already pregnant, so I'm gonna go just do something, and then they weren't. They were just having like a month where they didn't have a period because of that, and then they get all cycle, and then they do get pregnant. But that's a thing that happens with us a lot as well. So yeah, that happens as well. But anyway, I don't want to talk about this stuff. It's depressing.
Yeah, I figure I figure the rhythm method is meant for married women. That way, if they do it right, they can space their children apart. If they do it wrong, at least they have their husband and there to help them out. Be support them with that. But as for single women, no, that's not gonna work. Because you under all kind of stresses anyhow. Now that married women ain't, but you not very consistently having sex. There's a possibility a married woman be having sex every day, or whatever her and her husband frame of sexual whatever. I'm thinking every day because hey, when I'm with a dude, I'm expecting sex every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? And you tend to think too, like when you're in a long-term relationship or something with somebody, you tend to think that they're going to be more into that every day. But what I found is it seems like when you're into a guy and you want that every day, it's like they're the opposite. I don't know what's the problem. But anyway, I'm like done over the baby conversation because I don't really care for babies that much. I'm really interested in them. Well, that's why I only had one.
You wouldn't want another like you?
No. Hell no. Plus, no, I'm too much a nerd. I like to do other stuff, and it's just too much. I'm so glad I had my daughter when I did, and that was the only one. Of course, she wanted siblings, but I'm like, yeah, you're gonna have to find somebody else for that.
Tell her adopt her cousins.
Huh?
Just tell her adopt her cousins. They're your siblings.
No, she was very close to her cousins. They were all boys though for a while, and she wanted a little sister. She was the only girl cousin, and it was all boys. And so she was like, "Oh, I want a little sister." You gonna keep wanting. People in hell want ice water too, but so don't be looking at me.
So one of your sisters had sisters? I mean, had a girl?
Yeah, but it was long after my daughter was grown. Like, cause I think my daughter was like 15 or something like that when she finally got a girl cousin. So, it was like, so she only had the boys. She used to be rough and tumble with the boys, and she was the oldest grandchild too. And so she was protecting her boy cousins. It was not uncommon to see her choking a boy out in the playground because they messed with one of her cousins. So I saw that all the time. I had to go get her off some boy or something, But yeah,
that only works sometimes, Kendall. It don't work with every woman though.
Yeah.
My man told me that the best time to have raw sex with a woman to not get her pregnant is right before her period and right after her period. Is that true?
It depends. Because of how cycles go, and some people have irregular cycles, and some, you just never can tell. I just wouldn't trust it.
Yeah, especially not.
If you don't care, then it's fine, though. If you don't care about getting pregnant, it's fine.
Wrap it up. Don't try for raw. That's not a guarantee.
Yeah, and there's so many things that just go wonky with the pregnancy situation. My best friend, they went to on vacation, her and her husband. She already had 3 kids, and she got pregnant on the vacation because what she do? I think she forgot her birth control pills or something like that. And the doctor said, she called the doctor. Doctor said, "Oh, it should be enough buildup in your system. And when was the last time you took it? And yada yada. Oh, you should be good." No, got pregnant right away. Yeah. So you should be good. No, she wasn't. Yeah.
Okay, but you can tell ovulation for the most part because the vaginal discharge will be thin.
I actually heard it would be opposite.
If the juice is thin, then you're going to make a baby.
No, I heard that it was the opposite. If it's thicker, because there's more moisture to carry the semen along. But this is getting disgusting. I'm about to go watch a scary movie.
Okay, if it's thick, that's when it's safer because sperm can't swim through the thickness. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought that's when you knew, it was like time. So I don't know.
Well, I said, guys, forget about going raw unless you want a baby. Put the condom on. I don't care what birth control she is on. All kind of stuff can interfere with it. Number 1 is alcohol. Well, and also antibiotics. If she's on any type of antibiotics, her birth control is shot. The percentage of protection has been lowered.
Yeah, and too, like I said, women's cycles are not on a precise schedule all the time. So something could happen, and like you said, some could affect the efficiency and effectiveness of birth control as well. So if you absolutely do not want children, it just be safer just to use a condom.
Oh, I didn't know about the cold medicine, Nikki. But then again, a lot of cold medicine got alcohol in it, so hey, I wouldn't be too surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just safer. I just don't understand. If you absolutely do not want children, both of you, or don't want them at that time, then it just would be safer to do that. Don't take the chance. Don't take the risk.
Yeah. Just definitely yourself as extra protected.
Right.
Because
it's better to have it, the protection, and not need it than to need it and not have it. Think of it that way.
Yeah. You need it every time. Kendall said, "Don't leave. I'm learning."
No, I'm thinking about zombie apocalypses and stuff like that. My mind is wandering.
But you finna go watch Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah. You know what I told my daughter the other day? We were like going to this appointment, and you know how you go through a nice neighborhood and you look at nice houses and stuff. You're like, oh, I wish I lived in that house. You know, I'm not hating on nobody or like being envious, but I'm like, that's such a beautiful house. It was this huge house that was light green with like light trim, like those Victorian style houses in a nice neighborhood. And I was like, ooh. My daughter was like, you ain't got no sense, because I told her, I was like, you know what? When the zombie apocalypse hits, I'm squatting in that house. I was like, after I killed the undead family and the undead kids, that's going to be my home. Yeah. I'm into all that stuff. So, you know, I like watching that kind of stuff. I don't know why, but
yeah. Yeah, I gotta be careful because sometimes I leave the door open and we got the storm doors, but sometimes that storm door is unlocked. And my neighbors are walking around sometimes and it's nighttime. For some reason I get this weird thought in my head. Wait a minute, you better go lock and close the door. One of these days there's gonna be a zombie at the door.
That is a weird thought.
Well, one of my neighbors scared the life out of me like that one time. Okay, the glass door, the storm door is open, the regular door is open, and I'm watching TV, and I felt like somebody was looking at me. Well, actually, they weren't looking at me. They came to ask me something, and they got caught up watching whatever I was watching on TV. And I looked and I jumped. It was my neighbors coming to ask me to help them figure out something with their phone. Well, I was like, okay, wow. This could have been a zombie. And I don't have my bat near me. I definitely don't have a gun.
Yeah, because you gotta damage the brain. You gotta damage the brain.
Yeah. Yeah, my bat's all the way in my room. And I'm way up here in the front. I said, I got to move my bat back up in the front here. Yeah. Now, everybody else be like, you got to stop leaving your door unlocked. You never know. Some fugitive is out there and he run up in your house.
That's true.
I was like, oh, my goodness.
That's true. I wish somebody would run up in my house. They're going to run back out, too.
Yeah, because get some kind of alert, fugitive, such and such. No guys like condoms, but hey, condom or baby, which one would you rather have? I'm not gonna lie, I hate condoms, but I'm ready to be responsible if a mistake happened to happen. Hey, see, you got the wrong mentality. If you were careless.
Damn, I don't think that's not a male, that's a female, right?
Kendall?
Because the person said earlier, my man, I thought.
Wait a minute, did he? I mean, she. Wait. Now you got me confused. Let me back up.
Yeah.
Okay, that could have been. No, my man, as in my friend. My man.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute.
You sure?
Maybe,
are you sure?
You're gonna have to tell it, because I thought you was definitely a dude, but now I'm not certain.
I'm not certain either. I'm always not one to offend somebody, because I'm like, I don't want to say he or she, and I'm not sure with some of the names, you know.
I hate to turn into an English teacher, but you might have to use your punctuation, because I took it as my man, as in my friend told me the best time to have raw sex with a woman. No, he said with a woman.
Okay. I misunderstood then. Hold on a moment. I gotta go do something.
Okay. Yeah. But I heard stories about women hating condoms. One of my friend's son, he dealt his girlfriend because I and his mom and his grandmom and his uncles and stuff had drummed into his head, boy, wear a condom. Since he's the recipient of a carelessness, he's a child of carelessness. on his parents' part. He didn't want to have a child. He knew he wasn't ready to have a child. He said, I can barely take care of myself. I'm still living with my mom. I'm still trying to find a job. My jobs are temporary or part-time. Nah. Well, his girlfriend at the time, okay, he went to see her. I don't know why he went to see her without no condoms, but he went to see her. I guess because not all the time they have sex. And wanted to have sex. I knew it. I knew he was a guy. Yeah, I thought so. Belle just messed with my head. Okay. Okay, so she was like, it's okay. They said, we don't have to have a condom. In fact, I don't like when you wear condoms. I prefer you not to wear a condom. He looked at her. No. He said, no. It's he couldn't trust her because she said she didn't like condoms. He never did it without condoms. He's afraid to do it without condoms. He's afraid he's gonna like it too much. He's gonna be stupid, which I think is probably part of the problem with most of the guys. If they always wore a condom, they don't know, except for the hand. But they know sex ain't the same as their hand. So but and he broke it off with. He said, I can't trust you no more, because when she said that, he couldn't trust her anymore. Because if she's encouraged him to have sex without a condom on and is okay with it, and she knows he's not trying to have a baby because he can't take care of her baby because he's still trying to find work and get to the level where he's taking care of himself. He's on his own instead of living with his mom. Then he couldn't trust her. He broke it off with her. I was like, I am so proud of you. You listen to me. Because I've told it to two of his cousins, because they all would hang out together when I would watch them or help them with homework, stuff like that. I'll come visit his mom. And I've told him that. His younger cousin didn't listen. Now that boy is a father to 4, back to back. You figure after the first one he would have learned, no. He don't like wearing condoms. So now he got 4 kids all back to back.
All right, I'm back.
Fifth one by now. Oh, hey, Belle.
Man, I almost peed on myself. Drinking wine and water earlier, and I'm like,
they gotta go somewhere.
I gotta go.
Oops, there's no oops when you got 4, maybe 5 kids. I gotta talk to his mom. I haven't been keeping track of him. I was like, okay, I can understand the first oops.
Yeah, but one is oops.
Yeah, one oops. One oops. But when you got 3 more oops behind that one, and the first oop, I mean, one of the children is literally exactly 9 months apart.
Ooh.
That means he didn't give his girl time to heal.
She didn't even get her 6-week recovery period.
Like, what the hell? I said, I don't know. I said, it's a good thing I don't know the girl. I think I would smack her around just as much as I would have did him. Because I popped him in the back of the head. Boy, what were you thinking? Where was your condom? Why weren't you wearing a condom?
Actually, I think my little nieces, the nieces that my sister had later on, I think they are, I'm thinking they are about 9 months apart, or 9 or 10. Yeah, because she had just had the one baby. The baby was like 1 or 2 months old, and then she was talking about she was pregnant again. I'm like, what the hell? Are you serious?
She was trying to get her tubes tied. She's married. She was married at the time. Get her tubes tied, but the doctor wanted to wait till she healed up. They want to do it like at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so by the time she goes 6 weeks for her check over and stuff like that, she's already pregnant. I was like, girl, you couldn't have waited.
Nikki said it's 3 weeks now. Nikki said it's 3 weeks now.
Oh, it's 3 weeks now? Oh, okay. I guess so. So many women. Not waiting.
And too, though, 3 weeks, though, that just doesn't seem like it's enough time, though, to me, for your body to repair. They might just be telling black women that we already have enough 3 weeks. Yeah, that just seemed like, because that's a lot to recover from.
Oh, no. It's not with different women. It's the same girl. As far as I know, it's the same girl. So he got 4 babies. And let me see. Wait. How old was he when the first one was born? Let me see. He was about 16. Okay. He's about 16 or just turning 16 when the first one was born. Okay. And yeah. It's him. It's him. She might be on birth control because he ain't gonna stop. And I was like, boy, why are you not using the condom? I can't believe the condoms broke all them time. Either that or you need to get a bigger size and stuff like that. He said, I don't like wearing condom. Oh, I knew a dude was big enough to kill magnums.
Okay, that's too much information. Anyway, have you seen that one story about that rapper or something, young boy? I don't know what his name is. I don't know these young rappers.
Oh yes,
he is supposed to be like 21 and got like freaking 6 kids or something like that.
Yeah.
Had a 6th child. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I could believe that.
I'll run too if I was that dude. No.
This last one that I didn't get a chance to read it. I'm thinking it's that one, the one that her father's a boxer. What's her name? I know
who you're talking about.
And then she still might go to jail. She still got to go to court about her attacking his
Isn't it Mayweather or something like that?
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather's daughter.
Yeah. Did some crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I couldn't believe people were on Twitter was going on her about her
baby shower or something.
I was like, what are y'all worried about the cost of her baby shower? Dang it, she needs to worry about not being in jail when that baby's born.
Worry about the cost of that defense attorney.
Yeah, that's probably where her money went to. Oh yeah. That's probably where her money went to. Defense attorney. Leave that girl alone. You know.
Crazy.
I got too much time on your hand to be worried about saying that as much money she has, if she had the money, you mean as much money as her father has, you know. And then I think he kind of he said he kind of washed his hand of it, but I think, you know, her having a baby, I think he's I think he's there. I'm not positive, but you know. But I got
weird situation. I mean, I forgot what she did. What did she do? Did she get in a fight with somebody, attack the guy or a girl or something?
Yeah, she attacked his other baby mama.
Oh Lord. Now, you know, that's trifling. First of all, I'm not gonna be the other baby mama attacking one baby. Come on, man.
But at the time, she wasn't pregnant. She wasn't pregnant when she attacked the baby mama.
And then if you had to attack the other baby mama, and you knew you was gonna have problems, why do you become the other baby mama? It's just crazy.
I don't know. The stupidity of I love him.
Yeah.
And he's probably another one that don't like to wear condoms. Who knows?
I don't understand it. Who cares what they like to do? It'd be like you do wear it or you ain't getting none. And so it almost makes me feel like then they want to do this shit on purpose. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Auntie. She stabbed his baby mama.
Oh Lord.
In the arm. I said, ooh, shocked herself. I was like, oh my goodness. And I think she might have been pregnant.
Wow.
So
I don't
there's
care. Yeah,
so if she
man,
finds
these
a
people
pregnant woman
crazy.
and she loses the baby, then that could be considered a murder charge. I don't know. I'm not certain about that. I'm a little is if she
Yeah,
was.
could, but I doubt she probably would have lost the baby already, so she ain't gonna lose it. But I remember my mom got in fights when she was pregnant. She got in a fight when she was pregnant with me. Matter of fact. Anyway, you know, and I would have been like, she stabbed me in the arm. She better do something worse because it would have been hair extensions all over the place. I'm telling you, I'd have, man.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah, and he just, as far as I know, he didn't do much of anything. Didn't try to stop him, or did he? I don't know.
These people crazy, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. If maybe I'm just too old or something, but it's just like I just don't see that this stuff that people are doing. I know it's been happening, but maybe I'm just now noticing or whatever. I just been on my grind doing what I have to do, you know, taking care of my household and bills and my child and all that. I just really don't pay attention to stuff. I don't know who half of these people are a lot of times until somebody show them. So, and I don't know none of these new rappers. I haven't listened to rap since like the 90s, really.
if she hadn't stabbed his baby mom, I would have known who he was. And he's supposed to come from the same state as me. I was like, I don't know this dude. Then again, I don't know a lot of these new rappers.
Yeah, I don't know none of these people.
I'll be like,
they all garbage to me. When I hear them, I'm like, that's what they sound like. It's like, ugh.
Oh, the mumble rap and stuff like that. Yeah. The first time I heard it, and I just totally ignored it. Some of the kids at my church was listening to it. And I was like, what the heck is this? But they also was listening to Gambini. What's that?
I don't know who that is either.
Oh, he's a comedian, actor, and he did this video.
Oh, that Childish Gambino guy. Okay, I know who he is because of that This Is America stuff. I know that's the only reason I know because you know I people showed that video, but yeah, I don't know who these people are. I just learned who Cardi B was like probably like the beginning of last year. I was like, who the hell is Cardi B?
I didn't know who Cardi B was until I came onto YouTube, and then I started. Tasha K. I was at that time. I was on to Tasha K. But I was initially I was there to find wine information. You know? And I started staying for her Friday shows and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah. And Cardi B this and Cardi. What the heck? Who she thinks she is?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is a Cardi B? What's that? Is that a new drink?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, who's that? And then so I went and listened. I had to search her on YouTube to see one of the videos, and I told my daughter, I was like, ugh, that's what she sounded like. That's rap. I was like, ugh, ridiculous.
And then I found out some of my Sunday school kids, 11, 12 years old. Oh well, actually, let me see. Yeah. By 11, 12, and a little younger than that. I was like, why are you listening to Cardi B? And wait a minute, you too young to be listening to Cardi B. And she said, why are you listening to a woman that hates black women? And I said, well, she can't hate black women. She goes with black men. They said, yes, you can. Okay, look, let me tell you something. Just because a woman goes and fools around and gets involved with a black man, because I didn't want to say sex. I don't know how much their parents told them, at that age. I didn't want to bring that subject up. I said, gets involved with a black man does not mean that she ain't racist or that she likes black women.
Exactly.
You're her competition. She is not going to like you. And besides, after the thing she said about black women, you, young lady, are a black girl who's growing up to be a black woman. Don't be listening to somebody that disrespects you. And she's like, what? So I wanted to talk to her mom. I was like, you can't let them be listening to Cardi B. She said, I only let them listen to the radio version. She said, the way the internet is and stuff like that, you can't keep them from stuff. So I make sure they get the cleaned up version. I said, but
why would you want to listen to any of it all?
I said, why are you letting her listen to a woman that hates black women? And said, Mom, I was about to say my name. Miss Dame said, Cardi B don't like black women. And she said some awful thing about black women. And she turned to me, for real? I said, yeah, look it up. And she looked it up. She said, oh my goodness. And she said, Miss Dame is right. And stuff like that. And she said that. She told her daughter, she said that. She called us this. Yes, baby. But she dates. So we had to reiterate again. Both me and her mom had to tell her, it's like, look, just because a woman of another ethnicity goes with a black man does not mean she ain't racist or that she likes black women. She likes black men, not black women. Black women.
Dang. One thing I have to say is I don't know. It wouldn't even. Wouldn't have had to heard that she said anything bad about black women because he just sounds so horrible to me. I feel like my ears was bleeding when I heard a little piece of that one song that I heard. I don't even know what it was. I was like, she's horrible. And I don't know why she's so popular. Is that what passes for rap today, especially female rap? I felt like I wanted to stick like wood sticks in my ears and poke the eardrums out until they just like fell out on the floor. That's how horrible she was. I was like, man, that's her? She's terrible. I don't understand it. It's terrible. And then she sounded like some caricature of what a ratchet black woman would be. You know, it's like she's imitating. And I'm like, really? Oh my God. Why is this woman so popular?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah, she's in competition with Nicki Minaj and some others to be the new Lil' Kim and Foxy Brown.
Well, I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan either, but I'd have to say that as far as talent goes, Nicki has probably got like 10 times more talent than she does, even though she's not really what I would consider quality either. I mean, back in the day, like the women rappers that could rap, MC Lyte, Missy Elliott, let me see, Missy wasn't way far back. Let me see, Queen Latifah, people like that. That's like it's like no comparison. No comparison.
The Brat and
the Brat, yes. Eve. Come on, man. Oh my God. This woman is garbage. Garbage. Straight garbage.
Yeah. I was like, oh my goodness.
Because she's being nasty. I guess that's why she's popular. She's being nasty.
Well, she's a stripper. Them guys, all them guys that backed her and big up her, they need to start reciting that song. They made fun of what's that little guy that made the song "I'm in Love with a Stripper."
I'm in love with
Roxanne Shante.
Oh yeah, Roxanne Shante. Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I never thought of Escape as a rap group. I keep thinking of them as R&B.
Escape.
Yeah.
No, I'd probably just naming it as like the women, just different women being in the industry. I don't remember them being into rap either. But yeah, I mean, just oh my God, yeah, T-Pain was "I'm in Love with a Stripper." He got a new show. But anyway, yeah, but yeah, I mean, all these women that actually had talent. I should just say to sum it all up, these women just had talent. And now you just anything goes. If you're willing to shake your ass and talk nasty and wear outrageous outfits, then I mean you're in there.
There was one
in there.
problem with. Dang, I'm starting to forget her name. It sounds like it's Japanese. Dang it, but oh my goodness, that was so nasty.
Oh, she said featuring Escape, not that they were rap dude. I'm just reading. Yeah, feature Escape. Keep It On featuring Escape. Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I miss all that good stuff.
I think we can bring it back.
Yeah.
You know, see, start recollecting the music because like one of my friends' daughters, her friends consider somewhat of an old head because because of her mom, she listened to all the stuff we listened to and grow up. So whenever, you know how they've been covering all these older songs now, whenever these songs get covered, she said, well, it's all right, but I like such and such a version better. And like, who is this? Well, the person who actually sang the song originally. And they're like, who is that? So because she's hooked to it because of her mom, her friends are slowly getting hooked to it. They said, whoa, your mom listened to all the good stuff. What else does your mom like to listen to? I overheard this in one of their conversations. They said, okay, we need to bring back the old stuff. You know, maybe stop listening to all this crappy stuff that's going on or this vulgar stuff that's going on.
Actually, you know what? I'm a person, I listen to all types of music, and I introduced my daughter to a lot of stuff. I don't care, whatever sounded good to me. I was the kind of person, whatever sounded good to me, I listened to, I like. So I got an eclectic collection of music. I have the stuff people wouldn't think I have. And so, I mean, I listen to whatever sounds good, but I'm not going to listen to no trash. If it don't sound like nothing good, I'm not listening to it. I don't care who's popular, who they supposed to be on the charts or whatever. I don't like that crap. You know, I just don't like it. It's got to be somebody with talent. So I tend to listen to a lot of the older stuff and things like that. I like all the 90s R&B, and I like the 90s rap and, you know, late 80s rap even, you know, stuff like that. But it's like after that, it just turned into something else. Turned into, you know, just ass shaking music. They didn't really have nothing to say, you know?
Yeah.
Give him to a queen. I got it. I remember that. Give it to a queen.
Yeah. In fact, when the girls want to listen to romantic music, they have to go older. They said, you know, they said why there's nobody singing like this now. And you know, they have to. She said, if I want to listen to something that's romantic or a guy singing to a woman, I have to listen to my mom's stuff.
You know what? Even some of the men, let me take you back. Even some of the men had romantic raps. Let me tell you the hit there. LL Cool J, I Need Love. Remember that?
Yes.
When I'm alone in my room, sometimes I stare at the wall. In the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's sweet as a dove. That was the shit. We used to love listening to stuff like that. Man, yeah, LL Cool J. I mean, that was like best times, man.
Even his Around the Way Girl.
Yeah, I need Around the Way
Girl.
That was great too. Yeah, I like that one. I mean, it's just like what's all the best music now is just like garbage. It really is.
Yeah.
I can't get with this stuff. I hear these people, I'm like, I'm not even interested. I know it's gonna be some bull. And too, they letting even non-black rappers take over. So, you know.
Oh, okay. I forgot about Who Do You Love?
Oh yeah, Who Do You Love? Yeah. Man, I used to be it's like all the good rappers back in the late 80s, early 90s. Oh, I used to be in love with damn, what's his name? I lost the name real quick.
Do you remember?
Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane.
Yeah.
Man, those were the good old days. And you know, and every time I see something old or whatever, I let my daughter know who it is or whatever. I'll try to let her listen to it so that she'll know. I was like, you know, just because it's a pop culture reference or whatever, in case you see it on the movie, you'll know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times they refer to old stuff, and people don't get it if they're younger. But like this, I'll show her what they're talking about, so that like she'll know.
Mm-hmm.
So then that's how she learns things. I mean, she listened to all the stuff I listened to, just like we did. We listened to the stuff that our parents listened to.
Yeah, yeah.
I remember listening, to their old music and stuff. My dad used to like blues, so he would listen to like like he had this down home blues CD with different people, and
Yeah.
I and my mom liked certain things, so that's how we knew, because our parents, introduced us to them, and so that's the kind of thing I do. So I kind of make sure that she knows, what people are talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. And doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was a good old days, man. I feel old as hell. Man, you sit back and reminisce. Me and my friend, I remember we used to do the try to do the routine, salt and pepper, push it, man. We did all the dance routine.
Dum,
Oh
dum, 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 dum.
Oh, you really got me going. You really got me going. That was a shit. My mom used to stop doing that. You don't know what they talking about.
Oh, didn't you really have to be careful when you start singing? Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about. I made a mistake. It was just singing the song. My mom said, "Okay, what? Okay, I think we need to have a talk." I was like, "What?"
Oh, sex.
I was just singing the song. No, 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 no. We need to have a talk.
Oh, my mom was religious. We had to like hide that stuff, or listening to it, at friends' houses or whatever. We couldn't listen to that stuff at home. My mom would come and shut that shit down real quick. You ain't listen to that. What is they talking about? You don't know what they talking about. You don't need to be listening to that.
MC Hammer.
Oh my gosh. Them damn parachute pants.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah. Can't touch this. Can't touch this. That was the and of course we learned all their raps and everything, and the dances, and I mean we'll watch the videos over and over. Man, that was the best times.
making tapes from the music playing, either from the video or from the radio.
Yeah, it was so great.
And T's like expression and let's talk about sex. I love those songs. But I was a little kid when Salt and Pepper came out. My mom was religious too, but she didn't have a problem with me singing "Let's Talk About Sex."
Yeah.
I guess when you're a little kid, they figure you don't know what you're saying. You just saying the words.
Yeah, after it got into the late 90s, I think early 2000s, maybe it was some good stuff still going on.
Mm-hmm.
But I think around the mid 2000s or whatever, like 2005, 2006, that shit started going downhill, man. It really did.
Mm-hmm.
I think the last CD I bought, and okay, let me take y'all back. BMG Music Service. You know what that was. Get the CDs, man. I think the last rap I bought was probably like Missy Elliott's maybe second album or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to listen to Missy and stuff like that. I used to love stuff like that. But after that, I was like, I wasn't interested anymore because these mumble rappers and stuff started coming out, and you didn't know what the hell they were saying. I was like, what did he say? It's like this sound.
Or that screwed music. I was like, what the hell? I gotta be high to listen to this. That's usually the way to do it.
Please, I couldn't even be high. I'm like, that messed up my high.
It is. They said that's because you gotta listen to it high. What, you high right now? Yeah. We in the club. Yeah. I said, shooks. I used to get mad when the DJ would play Screwed.
Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-mm.
uh,
Yeah, it's just so. I mean, I just sometimes sit back and reminisce, especially when I see this garbage on TV, and I'm like, man, what happened? What happened?
said
Ah.
about 05, I gave up on music. She said about 2000, Nikki said about 2005, she gave up on
Yeah,
music.
that's about how I feel too. Like, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
I got
I got some probably like some CDs that were like R&B stuff. I still got some now. Old CDs, but it's like after that, I was like, I'm really not interested anymore. What music I couldn't bootleg and download, like old music and stuff like that. And then
yeah.
they started bearing down on that stuff too. You couldn't really do stuff no more. But
Yeah.
yeah, I was bootlegging a lot of music for a
The
while.
whole Mystic Crew I was into. Yeah, a lot of Timberlake stuff. I mean,
Timberland. Yep.
Timberland stuff. I was looking for. Uh,
Yeah.
but I have to rebuild my collection again. I had my collection stolen at least 3 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Y'all
then
went
my computer crashed. I had
geez.
I had like a large file sharing music
Mhm.
where if you already have some of the music, you can upload it in here and people can borrow it, can download it into their computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a huge because I was doing music for my mom. My mom
Oh,
was
you remember LimeWire?
yeah.
That
And
was
I
shit.
had another one that came before Wire. That one was great. Except every now and then I had to double check because some people uploads were screwed.
Mhm.
Yeah, so yeah, and I was burning music for my mom. She was a heavy Frankie Beverly and Maze. Sounded like she was trying to rebuild her collection too. And
Yeah.
I
But
burned the CD, and then next thing you know, my computer crashed.
yeah,
Lost all that.
that's what happened to mine. I think they did that shit on purpose. I replaced that computer. After that, I didn't do no kind of pirating no more. And I just got a laptop because I had a desktop and I got two computers crashed because of that crap.
Mhm.
So I didn't mess around, man. But you wouldn't believe how many hundreds of movies I got, and how many CDs, and how much music. Y'all wouldn't believe what kind of music I listen to for one. And I got so much kind of different music. It just depends on my mood. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't have all just like black music. I got like a whole bunch of stuff. Y'all
Oh
wouldn't
yeah, there,
believe.
there was some white singers. I might not like their whole album, but there was always a song or two that I like out of their album. Like I liked it. Annie Lennox. Wait a minute, wait
Annie
a minute.
Lennox?
Lennox. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Of course, there was okay. Now don't go off on me. I liked it. George Michaels
Oh, I like George Michael too.
and when he was Wham. Even after I found out he was gay, well, it kind of changed how I saw them songs, or it made some songs make sense a little more. But
Like,
I'm
man,
like, I don't care if he was singing to a dude. I just like the song. Let's see. I even had one or two of Boy George song. Do you really want to hurt me?
oh yeah, that one, and then Karma Chameleon. But you know what? The thing about it, when up here, where I am, we didn't have any black stations for a long ass time up here. It was just like all white, music stations. So we listened to what we listened to. So I mean, I think that it was that way a lot of places where there was not a lot of black music stations.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, we listened to everything. We listened to like blues, whatever they had, country, like pop music, all that kind of stuff that was on MTV. We listened to all that stuff, and we didn't think nothing of it.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I got everything from like, I have stuff that spans from the Grateful Dead to Snoop to the what do you call, like the soundtrack from the movie Gladiator, man, which is all classical music. I mean, I have whatever I like.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's I got everything.
Well, I didn't like much rock music. As I said, there might be like one or two songs on there. Well, usually it's one. Grateful Dead. Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Wasn't really much into. Let me see.
You can't tell me you didn't like Hall and Oates, though.
Oh, definitely, I liked it. Hall and
See,
Oates.
telling you, Hall and Oates.
Uh
Um, let me see. Journey.
Okay, yeah. There's some songs on Journey that I like.
Yeah.
Um,
Let me see who else.
um,
The Eagles. How about
Yeah,
the Eagles?
I didn't know they were the Eagles. The song came from the Eagles, but yeah. Simply Red.
Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Who?
CCR.
VCR.
Down on the counter, out in the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That them and I mean, I just have all kinds of music. I mean,
And in the
I really didn't discriminate.
And the country music, I tend to favor a few women more, like one or two Rebas. Let me see. I can't remember her name. But she made that song, I Can't Make You Love Me If You Don't.
I can't make
You love me if
I
you
know what he's talking
don't.
about.
You can't make your heart do something it won't. Okay, it'll come to me.
I think you I think I know who you're talking about. I don't know who the exact person. I don't know a lot of country. I do like the older country. Like if it was like old stuff like Kenny Rogers or
I did like Kenny Rogers, but it was I don't know if it was because of the movie Gambler.
The Gambler, yeah. You gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Yeah, Madonna in the 80s. Yes, I definitely was a Madonna in the 80s.
Oh, Madonna, yes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she didn't have a great voice, but it was good dance music.
Mm-hmm.
Dance around.
Oh, and Pat Benatar.
Oh yeah, Pat Benatar.
Love is a Battlefield.
Love is a battlefield. I used to love that too.
Oh yeah, when I found the Prince remake, I said, "Whoa, wait a minute!" No, it turned out Prince actually wrote that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that sounds like some Prince
a lot of music that he didn't sing.
I love Jimi Hendrix. I got all 3 complete albums of Jimi Hendrix. I got T-shirts of Jimi Hendrix. Oh yeah, I'm into Jimi Hendrix.
Weirdly enough, I liked it Queen.
And of course the BG. Yeah, I'm not really impressed. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah. I think it's because of all that falsetto. Although it was one of the Bee Gees. I did not know that was a man. You couldn't convince me when I was a kid that that was a man. That was a man singing. I was like, oh, I wonder who this woman is singing. And it's like, no, that's a man. No, there got to be a woman in that group somewhere.
And we see that you got the damn Prince avatar with the afro, so we know you got to get you started on Prince. I love Prince too. I like Prince. I really do. And of course, Michael Jackson, MJ. So, I mean, the greatest. But yeah, I love Prince too. But I have so many different types of music. It's just ridiculous. I don't have like a specific type that I listen to. I just like whatever.
I was so mad that
I got Beyonce. I got all kinds of crazy. I got all stuff, everything.
Yeah, I got so mad that I forgot what either I won the tickets or I helped to win the tickets to a Prince concert.
Mm-hmm.
But I really wasn't of age to claim them tickets. You know. So my mom claimed them. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go to the concert with my mom. No, she took my uncle. Said I was too young and it was in New Orleans and it was too dangerous. And no, I had to stay here. And I was like, but mom, I want the tickets. Couldn't have claimed them. I was like, oh, I was mad. And I was supposed to get a poster, and I think it was a shirt or something like that of his. I forgot. I got the poster, but I didn't get the shirt. I was like, in fact, I had that poster for the longest time. My mom was fussing because I put it on the ceiling. No. I was trying to put it on the ceiling, but I couldn't quite reach, and she wouldn't help me or help me get that ladder out. So I put it on the wall that I had, like this little short wall that was right next to my bed, and I put him right there. So I saw him every morning. I woke up. I went to bed with Prince. I woke up with Prince.
She said, Prince was the shit. I was talking about him the other day to my daughter. I was like, man, that's so sad that he had to go so soon, man. Love Prince. And the reason why I mentioned him is because I was like, have you ever seen Prince with an afro? That's what I told my daughter, because she liked Prince too, even though she's young. And she was like, no. And then she's like, so I told her, look it up on the internet. I was like, I said, you haven't seen him. I was like, he just looked like a light-skinned black man with an afro. I was like,
like his earliest stuff. You gotta find like almost the first album.
Yeah. So I was like, and she was like, why? She's like, no, she's like, I may have seen that before. Oh yeah, Prince. I keep Prince in my car. I got like, I think it's like something like the best of Prince or something like that. And I got that in my my car. So certain things I keep in there. I just have like, I can't even tell people how or what kind of music I like, because I just like everything. It's just a variety.
Oh yeah, if you have an Android phone, no, I'm a Samsung person. I don't like anything Apple. Even though I did kind of was in love with the M player, but I never brought one. I knew other people that had it, but Morris Day and the time, yeah.
Let me tell y'all though about one of my favorite singers. Is a black person, okay? So we're gonna get off the others for a minute. Oh my God. Do y'all remember Billy Ocean? Oh my God. I love me some Billy Ocean. And my favorite song by Billy Ocean was Suddenly. Oh my God. Billy Ocean. I was like, what happened to Billy Ocean? Wake up suddenly, you're in love. I used to love Billy Ocean, but I was like, man, I always wonder what happened to these people. I think he actually still,
he's still alive.
Yeah. Wake up suddenly.
Yeah.
You're in love.
My mom would have such a disgusted look on her face. I was like, Mom, what you don't like about the song? Oh, the song's all right. I didn't understand why she got that disgusted look on her face. It's like, I was like, oh well. I said she didn't have a problem when I liked the Bee Gees and Queen, Hall and Oates. I was almost a Hall and Oates fanatic. Okay, she kind of rolled her eyes when I was listening to Annie Lennox. She didn't have a problem with Wham and George Michaels, but she had a problem with Boy George.
One of my favorite songs was and I didn't know who it was, and for a long time I didn't know who the singers were, but that one song, how does it go? Maybe you might be able to tell me who it is. It goes like, be my little baby. Ah, 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 ah. Just like Ronstadt. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ronstadt. Be my little baby. Be my little darling. Ah, 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 ah. I think it's Eddie Money and somebody. Maybe it's Linda Ronstadt, I think.
Oh, dang. I recognize the song.
But I used to love that song every time it came on. Just like Ronstadt. I said, just like Ronstadt, be my little baby. Baby, my darling. Ah, 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 ah.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm getting somebody named Leslie Grace. Let's see.
Oh, maybe. I don't know, but I love that song. And they play it all the time here. And
the night we met, I knew I needed you.
No. Somebody's got to be playing over her song. Let me see. Okay.
But I can't think of the name of the song.
Well, it's called "Be My Baby."
Just like Ronstadt, be my little baby. Baby, my darling.
Let's see. Let me see.
I know it's Eddie Money is the guy.
The Ronettes. The Ronettes.
Oh.
It's an old girls group.
Oh, maybe so.
Okay, let's see. Oh, it might be the Black Girls group. Let's see. What the heck?
No, not that one.
Not that one?
No, it was a song with Eddie Money. I think maybe Linda Ronstadt.
Okay. Let me see.
It was like an 80s song. That's way back. That's like maybe what, 50s, 60s. This is like an 80s song.
Okay, but I did see an updated version.
Let me see what it's called. I'll have to check and see what it's called.
Okay. Ronstadt. Eddie.
Just like Ronstadt. Just like Ronstadt. Take Me Home Tonight is called. Take me home tonight. I don't want to let you go till you see the light.
That's what you should have started
tonight.
Okay.
Listen, oh, you just like Ronstadt. That song, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
It's called Take Me Home Tonight.
Be My Baby. Okay.
But I mean, I like, growing up as a child, what do you call it, a preteen or whatever in the 80s, and it's like, I remember all that stuff.
Okay. Let's see, Linda Ronstadt with James Ingram, Somewhere Out There.
Oh, that was a great song too.
Yeah.
That was from that Mouse movie, whatever that mouse was.
Yeah, poor Pfeiffer got separated from his
American Tail. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Let's see, 1985. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, everybody was looking for it. Okay.
Yeah, because at one point I was like, man, I remember loving the song, but I was like, who sings this? And then I didn't know that it was like, I didn't know who the guy was or the woman was, because it was Eddie Money. Eddie Money actually just died this year, like a couple months ago too. Yeah, like cancer or something.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna look. I love good guitar riffs. Weirdly enough, I like the a song called Spanish Guitar. It's actually it's no words. It's just
the music.
Yeah.
And it's the instrumental, huh?
The Spanish guitar. I do like instrumental jazz more than vocal jazz. So when I think of jazz, I'm thinking trumpet, saxophone, piano. I'm thinking instrumental. Very few vocal jazz I like to listen to. Like maybe Nancy Wilson, but I don't think of her strictly jazz. Yeah, but then again, it don't help that my great uncle Emory was a trumpet player, both famous in Chicago and New Orleans. Cause he was from Chicago and they moved to New Orleans when I was about 4 or 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let me see. He was part of the Nation of Islam. I don't know if anybody knows him. Let me see. I want to make sure I'm pronouncing the Muslim name right because we call him Emory, but his Muslim name sounds kind of like it, but it's not exactly. And his last name is Sharif. Let's see.
Omar.
Not Omar. It's like U. See, USHAR. It's been a long time. I'm so used to calling him Uncle Emory. Come to think of it, his grandson's a jazz musician too. Well, his son too. His youngest son and his grandson with his youngest from his youngest daughter, jazz musician. And the youngest one writes his own music. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really into music though. I'm into all types of music. I love music. So I mean most people do, but I don't restrict myself to just saying, oh, that's white music or that's black music. I like whatever I like. Whatever sounds good, I like it.
Well, yeah, when I was exposed to that white music, black music thing was when my cousins from Chicago came to New Orleans and I was listening to the Bee Gees heavily. Yeah, I don't know where I got the Bee Gees. I think it was either my mom or my uncle had. My mom's older brother, not the uncles that's closer to my age. But yeah, and I was listening to them a lot. I mean, I was wearing that full record out. Staying alive. And I would be trying to reach that high note. Staying alive. Hey,
yeah.
at least the dog never holler when I sing.
Man, that was all good stuff, man. Yeah, they don't. I mean, the music is just not the same. I mean, back then, 60, 70, 80. Now you can listen to different stuff because it kind of like you could identify with all people could, and then, but after that, it just, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's just really crazy. I mean, even in the 90s and in early 2000s, but then after that, this rap stuff, it just became way weird. I mean, I like Snoop and Tupac and all that stuff, and back in the day, but it's like after that, it's like, man, it's just like they couldn't compare. I just don't see how these people are getting popular like that with no talent, really. No talent.
And I stopped listening. So I not only did I not know who the new rappers were, there's a whole bunch of new R&Bs that I didn't know. Wasn't until I was coming to Discord and Max was having me put in names. So it's like, who is this? Hey, wait a minute. This is okay. I ain't never heard this. Oh, this is nice. I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start listening. So now I gotta go back to about 2000, maybe 2005, and start looking up who I missed in the R&B section.
Well, I think let me see the most recent. I think in the R&B, I got stuff like in my collection. I have stuff like Keisha Cole. I got Brooke Valentine. I got some
Yeah, know them. Then there's Ledisi, Ledisi.
DC or something like that. I
Um,
did never heard of her until recently.
yeah, but it turned out she'd been around for a while. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that.
I started looking for her albums and started looking and listening to the music. Because before I'm going to buy it, I want to hear what it sounds like.
Right.
So I'm listening to it. So I said, wait a minute. I know this song. Okay, she sang this song all this time. I said, I did not know that. Okay. And
I even forget. I mean, I got so much stuff I forget I have it. Do you remember Frankie J? Anybody remember Frankie J?
Wait. Say that again. Who again?
Yeah, anybody remember Frankie J? It was like a one-hit wonder.
Oh, okay.
Sugar, sugar, how you get so fly? That song, sugar, sugar, how you get so fly?
I don't remember that song.
You remember that? But I got that, and what else I got up there? I got a whole bunch of stuff, man. I just anything that sound good to me, I would just like get the whole CD or whatever. So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do you remember what's the group?
Oh yeah, Emmanuel Briggs. I did check out I don't know how to pronounce the name. Goapele and Tank and the Bangers. Why does the Bangers sounds familiar?
The Bangers. Yeah, I never heard of them.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Do you remember the group? These are a whole bunch of groups. You know, they were popular for a minute and they are gone. And sometimes I rediscovered them. You know, like after a while. You remember the group? You remember Cherish?
Cherish the love.
No, the group was called Cherish.
A group was called Cherish?
Yeah. I'm feeling really unappreciated. That song, Unappreciated.
It sounds familiar. I probably just didn't know who it was for. That happens a lot. I hear
the words
and I know who sang it.
I'm trying to think of the words. I don't even remember all the words, but
let's see.
You remember that song? There we go. I can take unappreciated.
Oh yeah. I just didn't know who sang it.
I can take from you.
Don't do the things you used to do. Don't even say I love you too. And lately, I've been feeling
All right, had to stop it because I don't know. We can listen to the whole thing. Okay, yeah, I do. I just didn't know who sang it. One of them songs is like, dang it, who sang that song?
And it makes you mad because it's like the people that actually had talent didn't really go anywhere, but the people with no talent seem to go everywhere. Sad.
Makes you wonder. Okay. But it's amazing what song stuck in your head. When you said Cherish, the music song that came in is Cherish the Love You Have. I guess because I used to sing that song to death.
Cherish the love we have. We should cherish the life we live.
Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Cherish the love. Oh, I used to know,
Yeah, I remember that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of one hit wonders. I wonder why. It makes you think like if maybe they decided, hey, I'm not doing that to be famous or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because they like had one popular song or two popular songs and they were just like gone. Maybe it's just some things they didn't agree to or something. I don't know.
Yep. I'm not willing to kiss your behind, to go on the casting couch. Shoot,
Yeah.
after listening to the Jaguar Wright interviews, I'd be like, whoa, it's like that. I don't think I want to be a famous singer.
Right. Something.
It's pretty good. Just got on to him. Oh yeah, Cool in the Game is always good. Gap Band. What? Oh, it was an acronym? I didn't even know that. Okay. I did not know. Okay, Kendall. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. So my computer got crashed trying to rebuild my mom's album collection. Yeah. A lot of those older songs was my lullabies. My mom would play them so I could go to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, when it's scary or it's rainy, or well, in some bad cases, but not bad, but she had to leave me for a time alone in the house, and it's still to this day I cannot stand when a house gets too quiet. I hear things, so mom would play the music, and we had the phonograph where record player where you can set it where it just goes in a loop. It plays the whole album.
Did you just say phonograph?
Yeah.
Did you just say phonograph?
I said phonograph.
When was you born? 1850? What the phonograph.
Too much history in my brain. Yeah. Okay, record player where it will reset. It'll play the whole record and play it back, and then reset and you start all over again. Yes, we used to listen to the whole album. I know young people hate when say that. Stop, listen to the whole thing. You're missing a whole bunch of songs you might like.
Oh, I remember we having the record player too. I remember my favorite album we had was Michael Jackson, Off the Wall, man. Oh my God. I remember that. We had this Curtis Mathis TV, them floor model TVs where the top open up. That was the shit. It had the 8-track player and the turntable in there, the record player in there, and the radio. That was a shit.
Yeah, my aunt still had her 8-track record player radio, and I was mad because I was listening to the old song on the 8-track, and hey, it was my only, because something about her house was blocking out the radio signals, so I had trouble listening to the radio. But I played the heck out of the 8-track she had left, and I came home from school one day. I had to do summer school, and she threw them in the trash. What? Why did you do that? I was like, I was still listening to them. She said, you listening to them old things? I've been meaning to throw them away. You could have waited till after the school was finished and I go back home. Don't do it. That's what I'm going to listen to.
Well, you know what? We had that. My dad had bought that TV with that 8-track player and the record player and the radio in like it was sometime in the early 80s. When I got my first apartment in 1994, I took that with me. I sure did. Was playing the 8-tracks. We was using the record player. Yep, sure was. Got my first apartment. I had that mug up there.
I used to have the off-the-wall poster. Poster.
Oh, yeah. With the black shirt, Michael Jackson with the black shirt and the white suit. Yeah. Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so Michael was on the other side. Yeah. So Prince was on my right and Michael was on my left. I did not know they had a rivalry.
Good times, man. It was good times. Hey, and y'all remember in 1985? I remember this shit like it was yesterday, man. Like in 1985. Well, those of us who remember 1985. Did you get this album? We got it. The damn Chicago Bears Super Bowl Shuffle.
Oh,
well, they call me weakness, and I like to dance. Running the ball is like making romance. Oh, that was the shit, man. We loved the Super Bowl Shuffle, man.
Oh yeah,
we had that album.
But they made me sick of the song at my school. They were doing it. They were doing it over and over and over and over again. Every year, they were doing the Super Bowl Shuffle.
Yeah, Super Bowl Shuffle.
I was like, oh my goodness. I used to like that song, but now y'all make me sick of it.
Yeah, and my mom had a different collection of music too. She had like she had that. I remember my mom having stuff like that. She had Kenny Rogers albums. My mom liked country too. So she had like Crystal Gale, Loretta Lynn. She had some she had some, being from Mississippi too. I mean, I think that had something to do with it too. I think people down there listen to country. I don't know.
Country and blues.
And blues, yep.
Yeah. In fact, my grandfather said blues and country are related.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What's the my dad had a Charlie Pride album too, you know. Charlie Pride. So I mean, he was a black man that sang like country stuff. And then and it wasn't many, or he was
that was before Darius Rucker?
Yeah. Charlie Pride. You never heard of Charlie Pride?
I heard the name, but I don't remember the music.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, Emmanuel Briggs. That TV was heavy as hell, and we had to get it up to the second floor too in that apartment, man. Damn floor model Curtis Mathis. We sure did have that TV. It was heavy as hell, and then we sold it. Me and my boyfriend at the time sold it to somebody. Some white man came and got it.
Yeah, because they lasted a really long time.
Long ass time.
Yeah, you had to be practically abusive to have one break down before
right
years.
I mean, the TV, like the TV stopped working, right? Because the picture tube or whatever it was at that time went out. Mm-hmm. And so, but we still we would raise the top up and just boom the freaking radio, or put the old 8-track that I had still left over in there and play that thing. And people loved it. When they came over to our apartment, people loved that thing. But finally, we just got rid of it. I mean, because we had like a TV, you know, our own TV, and I was sitting over to the side, and we would have stuff on top of it till we got ready to like open it up, probably just fold up, and you would play your 8-tracks or your records or whatever. Mm-hmm. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yep. Man. I sure miss those times. I mean, I feel so old, man. Time go by fast. Time go by fast, man.
Oh yeah. Oh shucks. I would stay there till they start doing the national anthem. Dun 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 dun, and be there till the stack. One time, I couldn't sleep, and I stayed there watching the static, hoping it would put me to sleep. Yeah. You know what? That's where the white noise machine is coming from. The white noise machine is actually that static you would hear if you left the TV on long enough.
Yeah, kids don't understand that the TV actually used to just go off. It just used to quit at a certain time. We didn't have all night TV. Yeah.
I remember the first time I saw the all-night cartoons. I was like, oh, shucks, we never get them kids to bed.
Oh, Lord.
They'd be like, I want to watch the cartoon. Boy, it's late at night. There's no cartoon. Yes, there is. Nuh-uh. He had to show me.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I saw around not too long after that, these white parents was was complaining about South Park.
Oh.
I was like, what they talking about? I said they just now finding out the cartoons curse. And
Oh
then
my
they
God.
got a disclaimer saying that this
They be
is
cracking me
meant
up.
for children. And the fact that it played late at night wasn't a clue.
It's just parents don't pay attention to what their kids be watching. That's what they get. So I mean, you used to have to stay up late at night to watch something that was mildly dirty. I remember that because me and my sisters and we'd have friends over and we try to stay up late because we had cable and we try to stay up late until my mom went to sleep. And we'd be watching stuff like Cinemax was the one. Cinemax or HBO Cinemax, they'd have stuff like Lady Chatterley's Lover. You remember that stuff.
Okay, gotta have to go a little further back. I remember Showtime when there was let me see, Sex After Dark.
Oh yeah.
A Sex Chronicles where they talk about autism. That's when I found out they had sex cartoons. Sex cartoon pornos.
Oh yeah. I got some bootleg ones of those as well.
I remember I was watching it and I was like, my mom would happen to pass by and I'd be prepared to swim. So I'm looking at a cartoon. Okay, what the cartoon? And at first they started talking about a sex education cartoon for kids. So I'm watching that, me and my mom watching it and say as a sex education cartoon. Okay. And then when I saw the little cartoon man had a winky dink, I was like, what the heck?
That's funny.
And then they moved on. Okay, so my mom wasn't worried about sex education. I had sex education in school. She wasn't worried about it. She said, got any question? Ask me. So I stayed long in there. They went into pornos, and I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute. They cartoons. How they gonna have? Wait a minute. He got a winky dink. Oh my goodness, she got a vagina. I was just constantly being shocked.
Yeah, I got some of those, like I said, down. I put them on DV on the disc because I bootlegged them because we like on LimeWire and all that stuff. They had some of that stuff. I got some of those.
Yeah,
that's what the hell of it. So I can sit back and laugh. I'm like, they're ridiculous. Some ain't even in English, man.
The one I was watching it was in English.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, oh my goodness. And it was like telling, and it was telling how to turn a woman on. I was like, oh, what? Wait a minute, you can turn women on? I was like, is it like turning on? And the cartoon said it's not like turning on a TV. You don't turn her knobs to turn her on. I was like, the thing read my mind. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness, the thing is reading my mind. My mom came back later. By the time my mom came back later to see what I'm watching now, it had moved on to porno. I was like, and she came back, what the hell? Because now by this time they doing the S&M, the bondage. What the heck? What happened to the sex education? It's over with. It's now moved on to advanced sex education.
Well, even though this is a lively conversation, it's hardly gangster talk. And I'm about to get off of here because I still got some movies to watch. And it's like, let me see, almost 1:00 here.
Oh, shucks, it's almost 12 o'clock. I got to get up early in the morning. I got to go work on the poll. We voting. Yeah. We doing some amendments and we got a representative to vote in. There was a little tie with one of the representatives. I don't know what
I had fun chatting with y'all, so I'm gonna have to say good night though. So,
all right, y'all. We were supposed to stay on just an extra hour, but it looks like we wandered into an hour and a half.
And Max abandoned us anyway, so whatever. He can't say nothing.
All right, yeah. Yeah. So hey, everybody, we're gonna go. We're gonna leave you with the image in your head of pornographic cartoons. And cartoon sex education. So have some nice dreams, and don't try to turn a woman on by turning her knobs.
Is that the advice of the day?
Oh, and always wear your condoms. And don't have sex with a dude without any condoms.
All right. PSA. Well, y'all have a good night or a good day.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll be on tomorrow. Who knows?
Okay. All right. I'll see you all at 9 o'clock my time.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, son. There's mad kids out there getting cream for the 9-5, bro. Yeah, and I've been doing this for a long time. You know, shoot the game, going for mine. Alright. And this is the year when mad caps get peeled. So I'ma spark this line, kick the reel. Bang them out. With all this chaos in the realms of the street, your local street dog got to make ends meet, bro. The average Joe's far too slow for this ghetto pro. You better know, when I hit the streets, I like to glow, I like to glisten. And at the same time, stay low, listen, motherfucker, thing. While I'm pursuing the dope. My stilo is symbolic to a kilo. Cash is popping, coke is cooking, beans is copping. Ain't that some shit? A player that's used to living rich is now a sticky kid. Caught up in a ditch. In 94, Giuliani kicked down the door. In 95, niggas quit to stay alive. Peeling caps while I laugh. In the stats, the phone in the half. Remy in the glass, off the boom, then I flash. They wanna confine me, sneak up from behind me. Bust a cap in my back and put me where they can't find me. They hate to see a young player paid. I don't wanna see that. They rather see it spray. But I'm like Diddy, a Terminator, squeeze the lead off. Using verbs and nouns like rounds to blow your head off. Hitting up spots, heating up blocks. Investing in stocks like Colombian blow crops. I'm out to get cream and ain't no doubt in my mind. Fuck this broke shit, I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Get it for me, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular, shit, ain't moving no fear. I get down for mine. I get down for this. Get it for me, put your hands in the air. I get down for mine. I get down for this. On the regular, shit, I hear you wanna be a player. I ain't someplace you bet. Let's play a game of real nigga roulette. When this a DOA, is I spray the melee. Contact and punctuation is compared to AK. You in a game, overdose for pure funk. I'm fucking off like Tommy again. Bahamas a booty smoke. Decapitated rappers in my trunk. I'm sick, pumping skunk, bouncing with my click, popping mega jump. I'm getting blank while these clowns be zigzagging. What's this talk about flipping keys? Come on, you're nickel bagging. I'm blasting off wings and making dollars believe it. You see, I was packing heaters when jokers was banging cheerleaders. Ain't nothing changed, it's still the same in the rap game. I'm known for banging rookies out the frame. Y'all done forgot who was the pimp from the start. Sipping vintage wine, eating a la carte. I'm phenomenal from the abdominal. Far from comical lyrics that stick in the brains like particles. Never sweet. I'm bringing the drama to the street with techniques and rolling in bleach. Ain't nothing sweet about the street, so I'm poetically ill. I'm pure like cook up and lyrics shine like fish scale. I got the banger at your throat and you ain't showing no signs. Cake Depp, let them know I get down for mine. I get down for mine. I get down for mine.